Two.
That was just like a little beat countdown. We are live. Things that weren't cool. I don't know what episode, but we're here.
57.
This is episode 400. We've been doing it for a while.
5 years now.
You know what really blows my mind then too? Just for the fact that like you see like how they do the episodes. It's like episode like S103. It's season 1, episode 3. I did not know that.
For what?
Like when they
Oh,
like
for
do it like
search,
for
yeah,
credits.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like I did not know that.
Back
Do you
in the
think
day-
you think we should ever have like a season where like we take like 2 months off
Yeah.
and come back and it's season 2?
I know, really.
Maybe.
I have a beard, they don't.
Yeah. Back in the day, they did it. It was just all numbers. Like Star Trek, it's just all numbers.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll talk about that.
Like the 60s.
Hey, Alexis. Everyone check out Alexis' fan page for our thing. It's Interviews Everyday People fan page. While you're here, hit that like and subscribe button. And tonight's topic, we're going to have some snacks. We have Yoo-Hoo. Like,
Yeah, this is a shout out to my husband, Mark. Hey.
Thank you, Mark, for the
This is
Yoo-Hoo.
he got us on a kick, and I brought it.
You in
to
the
us.
can, too.
So we have
Now I can take.
we have another new cam review, if you haven't noticed. We're very, like, we have more room for activities.
Oh, that's right.
So I put the board
I can,
on the table.
you can go roller coaster.
Yeah, so I can put the board on the table, and then there's more table
That's
space.
an idea.
So I could put, it's like
Slightly.
realistically, I can probably slide over, put another chair here. Now,
Oh.
microphone wise,
Yeah.
we'd have to
Wow.
share or figure stuff out that way. But yeah, I figured some cool stuff out. Tonight's topics are movies and video game sequels that we never got.
It's silent.
Quick spoiler alert: finding video game sequels was not easy because there's a lot of sequels of games.
Yeah. Just
So-
about everything has a
So we
sequel.
might have some like random ones that maybe like we did get a sequel, but
But-
it's been over like 10 years
It's
and
like-
we'd like something new.
Like, what if it's a sequel? Like, what if they made it, but they remade the game and it's like different?
That
So
too.
you could, let's say you want a sequel to the old style of the game.
Yeah.
I have a perfect example.
You know what I should probably do?
I sound a little weird.
I
Oh,
should
now I
prob-
sound much
I
better.
should probably turn your mic
Ooh.
on.
Hey.
Hey there. Hey, Andy's here now.
Hey.
I did not have his mic turned on.
Very white.
I heard everything you said, but I just
baby.
I
yeah.
heard it too. It's just, oh wait, wow.
That's
it
what I was
is
like, is
really-
mine all flangy or something?
No,
I
you're
thought-
good.
Yeah, no, before. But
Oh,
it's
yeah, yeah.
gone.
It's clear.
Yeah, crisp.
Ooh.
So
Here we are.
as I'm pulling up some news I have from the page, do you guys have anything on top of your head that you've heard recently or the past week that caught your attention?
That Batman Hush trailer. Did you watch that?
Yeah,
That looks fantastic.
it's the Jim Lee style Batman, the blue and gray, which I'm a huge fan
Yeah.
of.
I don't know if you ever read Hush, but every villain's in it.
Yeah,
Superman's in
Oh.
it, Black Canary, Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl.
very, very good comic.
It's a good one to pick.
I'm not sure who posted this to the page.
I did. I can tell you about it.
We go ahead and talk about it.
And Marvel Comics 1000. So the gimmick with that is to celebrate Marvel for so many years. It's 80 creative teams doing 1 page a piece. So it's 80 pages, and every page is a different story.
And how,
From 1930 whatever till current day.
and how about congratulations to Marvel for finally, after 1,000 issues, they have the rights to all their stuff again.
I know everything.
Good for
How
them.
about it?
Yeah. Cheers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Call it the Power Ring. Just
Yes.
new one drop, 48. Wild card rules.
I was gonna say, yeah, wild card rules. Get it? Because
Yeah.
it rules, but it's rules, but it doesn't rule. Anyway, that's
Crowbot,
out.
Crowbot was just on Sirius Octane on XC or Sirius XM, which is pretty cool.
And Eddie just got a really nice new bass. It's purple.
Yeah,
it looks really nice.
really
I
beautiful.
would play that. I would steal it. Although it's right-handed, I can't play it.
I was really terrified to drink this. I'm not gonna lie,
Really,
because I haven't had it in so long, and I was like afraid because I know it's
Are
not.
you afraid it was gonna taste like coffee?
chocolate water.
That's pretty much what
Yeah.
it is.
It is chocolate water. So here's my thing. So
Yeah,
when,
it really
when I was a
is.
kid, I thought this was chocolate milk,
Oh, okay.
and then as I got older, they're like, "Oh, you ever had Yoo-Hoo in a while?" I'm like, "No." And then I went to the store. I was like, "Why the fuck is Yoo-Hoo not you refrigerated? Like, isn't it bad?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "There's not really milk in there." I was like,
Get out of town.
"Oh my god, that's probably really gross." Now, if I was, and I haven't had it since till today, and it still holds up.
Yeah,
It
right.
tastes good.
Like-
I think there was a banana themed one.
I
Or-
think they have a
Oh,
strawberry
man, they have a strawberry
one too.
chocolate.
I feel like this would be a
Oh,
good
yeah.
like
Strawberry
this,
one I
this would
liked.
be a good fudge pop, like if it was a fudge
Oh
pop.
yeah,
Mm.
you could just make icicles. You know?
Yeah.
Ice cubes.
This is probably the biggest news for me that I'm super excited for.
Let me guess.
Hmm.
Netflix deal.
Netflix has gotten the rights to Rocco's Modern Life
Oh,
and Invader Zim.
Holy
Oh, I did see about the Invader Zim. I didn't know
Love that.
Rocco.
I was just
Great.
gonna reflect on that too. I'm like,
I never watched Invader Zim, but Rocco's Modern Life I like. And
My-
the first issue just came out last month. They
I
made it
can
come.
only get so erect here in that nose.
Turn the page, wash your hands.
wash your hands.
Feel
From,
free.
from,
big man.
from where's he from?
Turn your page,
wash your
Oh,
The
Filbert.
Jerky Boy, right?
I don't know who came first
Yeah.
because Rocco
Oh,
was
that
like
was-
95, 94.
I wonder if it's the same
Yeah,
guy. Research that.
Yeah. Well,
All right,
no,
we're
but
gonna
he's,
we're gonna look that up.
Johnny B does what's his name on Family Guy?
Goldberg.
Yeah,
The-
Earl or
yeah, something
Merle
weird,
or,
yeah.
the red haired guy.
Guys that we did interview with, Look Alive, they have a new song out on Spotify called Struggling. So if you
Okay.
go to our page and click that Spotify link, it will take you right to it. Dark Horse signed a Netflix deal.
Yeah, which is weird. They're not real big, but
They have some decent lines.
yeah.
Though.
Help
Hellboy.
with some cool stuff.
What would you anticipate from Dark Horse if they were to make a Netflix show?
I don't even know what their big comic is like. What their Superman would be. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I like the book called, excuse me, Yoo-hoo, Harrow County.
Okay.
It's this girl that she's a witch, but she doesn't know it. And she slowly finds out she has witch powers and stuff, and she can control these things called haunts. That's all like Southern, and it's the 50s.
Here's what I would do if I was Dark Horse and I had a Netflix deal. I would pick a comic that isn't a superhero. I would pick
Something
something with
different,
a really story-driven show, and I would go that route because I think the superhero thing is like, to me, is getting burnt out.
It's like the
There's so
zombies.
many. Yeah.
Same with zombies. Stay away from
Yeah.
superheroes and zombies. Unless you have a really awesome take on a new way of a superhero and
Yeah.
don't use superheroes we already know and give us
Yeah.
something
Yeah, well,
completely
that's
different.
like the Dark Horse stuff is all.
Obscure
Yeah,
stuff.
Into
Yeah.
that, yeah. I mean, they
There's
even,
one called Lady Killer. It's the 50s, and she's like a hitman, but she doesn't know it, so she's like a 50s housewife. But
Yeah.
She's actually a hitman. That one's really good.
So for a little bit there, our Facebook page was at 462, which I thought was hilarious.
Shindo.
Yeah, I don't know where we are now. Oreo introduces 5 flavors. We have one of the 5.
S'mores. I don't think the other ones are out yet.
So Oreos is launching s'mores today, but 4 more flavors are coming in the summer, including latte, maple,
Mint chocolate chip.
I'm surprised that's not one before.
Yeah, I think there was a mint
That's so
before.
So it's going to be a
Weird.
thin Oreo thin latte,
Okay.
a marshmallow moon Oreo,
Ooh.
a Baskin Robbins mint chocolate chip Oreo. So already 2 I'm out. The mint chocolate chip and the thin latte, I want no parts
I'm
of.
not a big mint person.
Maple cream, I don't think I'm
I
down
don't-
for that
I'm not
either.
really
I
into
think
that.
it'd be
Maple
okay.
cream might be okay.
It's like syrup.
Ugh, I don't think I could eat syrup.
There, you know what? I had I think it was Jim Beam maple, and it was really good, but like
Yeah.
only like a shot or 2, because then you would be like, I gave diabetes. Like,
I'm
it
full
was
and
good.
drunk.
Yeah,
It
I
was
want,
good, but like seriously, like a shot or 2, you're like, oh,
You're
man,
going
like,
full
but-
Wilford Brimley.
Yeah.
I want pancakes now.
I shake it off.
Disney acquires full control over Hulu.
Yeah. What does that mean?
I don't know with this new Disney service.
Did they just put them together?
So here's a weird thing too. So if you have Hulu,
Mhm.
or if you have Spotify,
Yeah,
you get Hulu for free.
but only the commercial, the
Which is
one with
still a-
commercials. But
Still
still,
a
yeah.
good deal. So do you think they're going to do something where if you have Hulu and Spotify, maybe you'll get a discount on your Disney Plus?
They should, or they should say,
Or they might have like a limited library.
I wouldn't
for
think they would
Disney Plus.
combine it. What? That make
They're
the
like,
most
oh,
sense.
free trial, yo.
Yeah. The only thing I'm hoping, and I have to really research now, especially now, 'cause
Yeah.
we'll talk about this more tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
AEW.
we need TNT
I know. I just need AEW on Hulu.
on Hulu. You know what I mean? Live. I would definitely spurge for the extra
Oh, the
30 bucks
live.
for the live TV.
Yeah.
That's how I started watching it. And you can, depending on what you have it plugged into, like if you have it plugged to an Xbox or your PlayStation, you can DVR to
Oh,
your
really?
system.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
So
that.
then you can actually watch full Raw without being cut.
Yeah.
Death of the DVO.
Because the new Bray Wyatt skit. Wow,
I watched that, yeah.
Awesome. So not
We can talk about his mask. Tom Savini made it. If
Tom- yeah,
Nikolai was
well,
here.
Tom Savini.
Well, he didn't
he
design it,
helped.
but he made it. He physically made it. I
no,
think.
he had teams that he.
Oh,
his-
okay.
Tom Savini's team made it.
I seen
So
the
it
guy
wasn't-
that drew the sketches.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Bray did the original one.
It's very Joker New 52 inspired.
Yeah, it is. When he
Yeah.
yourself his
Oh,
face.
dang. Okay.
Not next week, but the week after, we have Nick Sopko coming on the show. He does 3D printing.
Oh, okay. You
So
told
he's
me
gonna
before.
he's gonna come on and show us some cool 3D stuff he made.
Is he local?
He is. Well, I don't know where he lives now, but he used to be from Monty City.
Okay.
I've known him for a long, long time. He's a cool kid. I haven't seen him in a while, but yeah, he's gonna come on and talk about his 3D printing stuff. I know I shared a video a long time ago of it was like purple and blue and green, and it was like a group he was making.
Oh, okay.
So he makes some cool comic book themed stuff. Mortal Kombat reboot trailer, reboot to begin shooting this year. So they're gonna make a
Yeah, I thought
Mortal
they're-
Kombat movie.
I was like, are they rebooting the game? Oh, she's got
Yeah.
a new one. But how about that? Remember the web series that was real good?
Yeah.
Oh, they should have made a movie out of that.
Andy already kind of touched on it. Batman Hush,
Mhm.
Rick and Morty season 4 is
Oh,
coming.
yeah.
Oh,
About
That's
time.
a good one.
It took forever for 3 to hit Hulu.
Yeah. And then James Murphy is coming on next week, just to kind
That's
of
cool.
hang
He,
out.
he plays video games, right?
Yeah, he's a big nerd. He actually
I
has a
think we're
topic
friends
for
on
us.
Facebook. Okay, cool.
His topic is going to be. I figured he's a guest. I'll let him pick the topic. His topic is going to be a moment in a video game that was like super high intense. So like your
okay.
most intense moment in a video game.
Did he say Ares dying in Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I got mine.
Spoiler
Yeah.
alert for a game that's 20 years old. 21.
Brewfest this Saturday, and then after Brewfest, there is a show at Goodfellas. It's Emily's Toy Box.
I like their pop
Adrenaline.
logo.
Yeah, they have a little pop final thing. Adrenaline, the Buccos, and I'm not sure that.
And another band.
And another band. Cody Wiley has a cool video we just posted, and that'll do it for me for news. Unless you guys got anything else like you who burp again.
Oh, I got one.
Dave said, "Who's the new guy?" Dave Martin.
Oh, Dave.
Actually, Marvel canceled the X-Men for like a 5th or 6th time.
Yeah, cancel.
to
But
restart it.
is it really called cancel if you bring out another issue 1 the next month?
Come
I
on,
don't-
Marvel.
that's not canceling. That's just
No.
restarting.
Come on, Marvel.
Are
Make
they-
up your fucking mind.
Well, aren't they canceling the run that they were that they used to replace the X-Men when they didn't have the rights, and now they want to go back to what they had before?
Well, they brought when they got the rights, then they brought X-Men back and everything. Brought Uncanny back, but they got this writer Jonathan Hickman. He was not at Marvel for a while. Now they got him back. And they said, to get him back, like, we'll write the X-Men. So that's why they're kind of just resetting.
So
it
it's
all.
gonna be like a new story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's gonna like bring certain people back and kill certain people, whatever. They have this Powers of X book and then House of X, and they go together, and then it's a new Uncanny X-Men. They're supposedly relaunching everything, but I don't know if Wolverine next week. I'm sure there'll be a Wolverine book. Does Deadpool count? I don't know.
Yeah. They play a lot of books. Anything
Yeah.
else? And you guys got anything?
Well, that was my one shot in
So-
the chamber there.
So I want to get into snacks, but I don't because I don't know how Pepsi.
Sarah,
uses
Oh wait,
it.
I wanna. Okay, I have the something for the soul coming up on April.
Oh, yeah.
Or May 25th. Oh my god, what am I thinking? April. May 25th.
Strikers, right?
Strikers. 8 to 12. I think it's. Gonna go.
I gotta get in touch with-
I think tickets are like $10-15. I think there's a flyer. I think.
Nice. I gotta get in touch with the guy from Strikers because he wants us to do a live bang and beers there.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so I
Really?
think we're
That's
gonna-
cool.
We might do that.
Is it like Carlos? Or
Yeah,
Like, okay,
yeah.
yeah. He's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out to Carlos.
he approached me at the Faith show, Faith and Exile. And he's like, "Hey, would you be interested in doing a bang and beer show here?" And like,
Did you say get some free beer?
well, pretty much. I mean, if we pay for it, I'll pay for it. But pretty much whatever he has in his cooler, we'll try 5 or 6 ml, and whatever he has on tap, we'll try a little bit
That's
of each
cool.
one. And
Yeah. And
not
put his
get-
place over.
Yeah, I mean, we won't get hammered, but we'll try a little bit of each beer. We'll still do the same thing. We'll get one bottle, split it,
Yeah.
and then say, "Hey, this is if you like these beers, you can get these at Strikers."
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, if there's any other little businesses in the area that
Yeah.
want us to come and try their beers,
We are more than welcome.
we'll put you over.
That's the Saturday Night Live skit.
Yeah.
Sweaty
Hint,
balls.
Just imagine this.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
your
Yeah, who
place
would've
of
want- who would've want
establishment.
And we want to try your beer.
You know who was doing
Please.
this during the whole? So when I was interviewing Mahatango, they were so much fun. And I guess they play online video games with each other, and they'll
Okay.
be playing, and they'll be like, "Yeah, fuck you," and you'd be like, "Well, fuck you." So the whole time they were doing their interview, like that's all they kept doing. It was really funny. So they would talk about something, and the one guy leaned with, "Yep," like the whole time. It was entertaining. I thought it was funny, but yeah, they had that. So no,
Bet you I disinfect the microphone. after that.
nope, I'll lick it.
They're like, they probably gonna be like, was that like an RPM?
Like,
Or was
remember-
that like what was
Like,
that?
remember
What
the
was it?
time we were gonna have you guys drink beer at our bar? Not anymore. But yeah, so we'll be drinking a lot of beer this weekend. So whew.
Oh, it's gonna be a
I'm
heel turn of a
excited.
weekend.
Oh, boy.
I got to work Monday now too.
Really?
I did a shift trade. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the banging beers, the B cubed. I'm gonna call it B cubed.
There used to be a wrestler called BQ.
Really?
Yeah. He was kind of more of back here.
I'm kind of excited for that episode, just for the fact that we got an eclectic lineup.
I do. We got some
Yeah.
interesting stuff. All I know is I have to work Monday now. I did a shift trade. This girl, I guess, had a death in her family, so I'm gonna shift trade with her.
Mm.
So my weekends will be really screwed up because I have to work next Monday too for the holiday. 'Cause I have to work our holiday switch, and I have to work this one. So I have off Friday now, work Saturday, or no, off work this Friday. We're not talking about next week. So off Friday, work Saturday, off Sunday, work Monday.
Oh wow.
Good grief, Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Man.
And then I have to do banging beers, then go watch Money in the Bank, and then wake up and go to work the next day.
I'm dreading like
I
the
work
whole
every
3
Sunday, so-
episodes because like I know we got an eclectic lineup of beers.
We gotta wake up early.
Bangers of
We have to wake up
bitches.
early.
And we
Saturday.
have to wake up early. No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Relax,
They're not
relax.
doing
What
that
time do you
Saturday
get
night,
to
right?
set up for?
We're gonna set up
Saturday?
early. Like
Yeah,
10 o'clock.
we're gonna get like
Oh,
ahead of
shit.
the game.
Make
We're
sure
like
everything's
bam,
working.
but like 9:30, bam, we're there.
The only thing we might not have right away is power because the Greystone doesn't open until a little bit later. So we have to figure something out.
Well, I have one of those like maybe we can get one of those batteries like the chargers and just like rig it that way.
I don't know. That's gonna eat up a lot of juice.
Yeah.
How long does it go to? 5?
So
6, I think.
it goes to 5:30.
5:30. Okay.
VIP starts at 1,
Okay.
12 or 1, and then they get an hour, and then general admissions from 2 to 5:30.
I'd say about
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they do all right. Yeah.
It's been a good time.
Mhm.
All right, new nerdy talk. What are we watching? What are we playing?
Well, I took a little page from the last episode of
That's
Andy's
it.
book.
Oh, yeah.
I watched Tuca and Birdie.
On
I watched
Netflix.
all 10 episodes because I'm
And
a
you enjoyed it?
psychopath like that.
I mean,
yeah.
without getting super into it, because he pretty much did last week. You enjoyed it. You had a good time.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah,
you
well,
know, birds
well.
and boobs. Hey,
As soon as you said animated tits, I knew he
Yeah.
was
That's
going
on
home.
Netflix, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
it's on
I think I
Netflix.
saw
It
the
just
trailer.
came out,
Okay.
yeah.
It's a fun show. It really is.
As soon as you start it, the intro
and
video,
like you were saying, like it
3
was like,
seconds,
so
building
random.
with
and I'm-
boobs. It's
All right,
just like,
So put it this way. It's kind of like, you know how Family Guy has the cutaways?
Mhm.
It's just like one blended progressive storyline. They just do a lot of wacky stuff.
That's
And it's just
awesome.
like it's just continuous, seamless.
It's-
and
Is it
nice.
like any creators of BoJack?
I don't
or
know.
anything? Because
I
it seems-
thi- it's like
it
the
looks
producers or
similar,
something like that.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, of course it's Netflix, but
yeah, it's not like a
It
regular
depends
show where
on
it's
something
something simple they're gonna do. Like I want to borrow sugar, and then it winds up being, something
put it this
crazy
way,
over
I
the
would
top.
definitely watch a season 2 of it because it also has Steve Yeun, who plays Glenn on The Walking Dead
Oh,
as
really?
Speckle.
Oh,
yeah.
he's Speckle. Okay.
Yeah, he's Speckle, and like I always like looking at like voice credits. So like Steve Yeun, I'm like right up my alley. I'm like I like him.
And
He's
you know,
alright. And he did Voltron's. He did the one guy. I forget what his name. The Red Lion guy
Okay.
from Voltron. Ah man,
I don't know.
Damn it.
A girl created it for being that much tits in it. So, and then the 2 main characters.
Girls
are
like tits too.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, right.
Tits are
It's,
universal.
it's just like a lot of times too, it just takes off her shirt. It's like
I mean, they go.
I know tons of gay guys who love them some titties.
yes. Oh,
Yeah, like they're just universal. They feed us. They're,
They're great.
yeah, boobs are awesome.
And like they have one episode where they're working in a bakery, and then there's like a thing of dough that looks like
I feel like I have a tag
2
in
big
my
ass
shirt.
cheeks, and they beat it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so funny.
And the crawlers and croissants put together, they call it crunts.
Crunts
Bear.
Crunts.
Crunts
Yeah,
and crunts.
Yeah.
You'll see crunts later.
He's like, that's the worst name ever.
So watch anything else?
I just got caught up with some anime stuff. Black Clover. It's not a filler episode. It's a good episode. Some surprises, but other than that, they kind of like just want to zip it along. Ever since taking a page from the Dragon Ball Z pages, and instead of going like 40 to 50 episodes long on a
Yeah.
tournament, just powering up, they're just ripping right through.
Good.
And I'm like, okay, fair
Yeah.
enough. But what else? What the hell else did I watch? Oh, Goblin Slayer.
What's Goblin Slayer?
Goblin Slayer is another
Except,
anime.
except like an
I
old
know.
thrash metal band.
It's just like anime.
Yeah.
It goes right in one ear, out the other.
You lost me.
Yep. Well, apparently there's this like one healer girl. She's like, I'm on a journey, and she like goes with like these 4 or 5 people. And here there's these goblins that go like ape shit on all of them. Like one guy gets fucking massacred, the other girl gets like beat the hell up, and she ends up getting passed around by the goblins.
Oh my.
And they-
What a porno.
Yeah, and like you see like the goblin like really grab on to the cheeks. Yeah.
They
Oh
unfancy
my
her.
God.
Yeah, it's just like and like the skin is bleeding. That's
So
how
it's
like
not
that's how
Pokemon.
aggressive he is. I'm like, whoa. And but
You say that's how impressive.
Aggressive.
I'm just like that's
Oh,
no, that's just
aggressive.
wow,
Taking
aggressive.
notes.
It's a
But,
little. It's a little more edgy than Sailor Moon. It's just a little bit.
But then there's this guy called they call him Goblin Slayer, and he just kills goblins, and people are like,
So
"You're a psychopath
so
for
it's like-
just killing goblins." And he's
So
like,
like-
"No, I'm not." It's just like he splits them in the head, like puts a sword in the back of the head too, and
it's like
lights him on
Dungeons and
fire.
Dragons style. Like,
yeah,
so
yeah.
he's-
It's a medieval
setting,
anime.
setting.
He's
yeah.
killing the raping goblins.
Yes,
he's
he
like,
is.
He's taking care
Yes,
of the world.
he is, because when you watch it later, if you do, he's actually underneath the floorboards where they take advantage of his sister, kill his sister, and kill the family.
Oh my god! When he's a kid, I would assume.
Yes, as a
Okay.
kid, and the blood of his parents
Oh,
is dripping on his
Jesus.
head and
Ooh.
on his eye. Yeah. So
This
yeah,
is
that
like-
guy has
this is like-
some issues.
This is like rapey Zelda.
It pretty much is.
Yeah.
But then they actually like throw in like three other characters in along
The
with
comic
like, the,
relief.
no comic relief, but like
God,
just
I
like the
hope
one
so.
girl. I'm like, it's like serious.
How much rape has been in this show?
Okay, I watched
It's
4
it's already too
episodes.
much. It's already too much.
You
I
know,
watched
you have
4
to think, like,
episodes.
Can't just say one.
So half of the
is it
episodes
more
that I
Game of
watched.
Thrones or is it less?
Put it this way, I think there's like 30 plus episodes of this.
And if you had to
Oh
put
my God.
if you had to put your fingers to your temple to count the rape scenes, we're done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy. But
Enough.
I'm just like, wow, because like you always see like on like
yowie wowie.
you see in Hot Topic like, oh, it's like you see Goblin Slayer and you like all these other anime, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I'm probably never gonna watch that. Then I have Verve, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch. I'll give it a shot, and I watch like 20 episodes. I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm in.
I'm gonna watch Goblin Rape. You playing any games?
Playing any games. I'm still continuing with Vampire. Didn't really get to play that too much because
Work on the house.
well, not just that,
Busy
but
watching Goblin Slayer.
He's been pounding at the anime all weekend.
no, I'm not. Come on, I'm not that bad.
Ladies,
Not
like,
anymore.
walking, like rubbing up against me here.
But
Kidding her.
only reason why is because I was getting fed up with my one PlayStation 4 controller because I spilled some beer in it, and so like I took it apart, and here like I fucked up the ribbon cable on it, but fortunately I had a spare.
Okay.
So like,
The ribbon cable to the touchpad.
the ribbon cable to the touchpad to actually charge it up.
Oh, to your battery.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like,
So it's not your touchpad.
but like the two like trigger, the two like the left and the right
Yeah.
back triggers
You know
were
they
like
make-
sticking.
They make a PlayStation 4 controller now that's shaped exactly like an Xbox one.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you can actually get a good controller.
I'm like,
You know, I like the PlayStation.
I hate
I like
I'm
PlayStation.
so used to
yeah.
it.
I've
They
been,
did
yeah,
this.
like I said, I've been used to it since the beginning.
Because the 3 you could
so-
do this. You could hit your thumbs. Yeah, they took the 4 and they
It's
elongated it.
Weird that like I
Oh,
kinda,
you don't. Okay.
I like them offset a little.
I don't mind.
I don't mind either. I'm one of
I'm
those
actually
guys
working-
that it's been a long
You
time.
can convert your like.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to it.
I'm working on a 3. I'm painting it purple. I found this purple paint that's iridescent and it changed colors. So
Nice.
I took it apart and I painted that. And I bought green thumbsticks and buttons, but I'm not going to replace the triangle and square. All these buttons are going to be green and then green here and then silver outline. So
Nice.
I just started.
little
so.
custom.
Yeah,
job.
because
And if you really want me to get nerdy, it was called the Duke. The big
no, the
Xbox
big one
controller.
was. He's talking
Yeah,
about
the
the
big one.
he's talking
Oh,
about
just
the current one.
Yeah.
The Duke,
360 and up.
the Duke is not a very aerodynamic.
Oh, the Duke is horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
love playing with that thing.
The Duke would be perfect. It had a second set of triggers on the back.
Yeah.
It's kind of like driving like stick
But-
shift. It's like worse, but you have the finesse to
The-
get
the
around the button.
The S-Type controller was awesome
Yeah.
when they made that for regular Xbox.
Mhm.
Oh
I
yeah,
still
yeah.
have that might be my favorite, but I don't know. I really like the Switch controller, the Pro Switch, not the.
Yeah, fair enough.
So what have you been watching and playing?
Too Good Birdie too. I'm at episode like 6. It is really good. I like it. And then I got probably as many achievements as I'm going to get in Lollipop Chainsaw or trophies. So
Yeah.
I'm almost done that.
What are you moving on to after it's
I
Lollipop?
think Remember Me, which is that game. I'll bring and talk about it then.
Yeah.
Because it's one of the games kind of flew under the radar because it was at the end of the life cycle.
Okay.
So I know you're this girl and you're some type of agent. You get like mental.
Have you been
psychic
watching Game
powers.
of Thrones?
I haven't. Like Eddie says, come over and I always fall asleep or something. So I watched
Why-
I watched the
everyone-
battle.
Everyone seems
Is
like they're
anyone-
really disappointed. I mean, I haven't watched
A
it.
lot of
but
people been shitting on it.
I
Really?
don't know. Yeah, I'm caught up. I'm like, I'm
seen
gonna say
a
like
meme
that's
that it's like a giant like maze puzzle,
Yeah.
and they're like season 1, and then they're like last season. It's just like a quick line.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, people, yeah, you root for your character for so long, and then I think it goes along. Like I don't think they went
Really?
out of term,
Yeah.
and like things had to happen quick because it was like one season left, and
Yeah.
like shit gotta get rolling.
gotta wrap it up.
You know what I mean? Yeah, wrap it up. Like
Yeah, I'm waiting for it
gotta
to
go
completely be over, and then I'm gonna watch it all.
But
It's
there's
probably
only there's
good.
only one more episode.
yeah,
right?
there's only one more, and
So once,
It sounds like they're doing the
know.
old school 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. We're gonna cram everything in
Well,
one
they-
shot.
And they're doing like hour and a half episodes. I think
yeah,
the last
it's
one's
like I think
okay.
the last
All right, fair
three
enough.
have 4
Yeah.
have been like an hour and a half or something
Oh,
like that.
fair
so.
enough. That's better than just
Yeah, it's
really
almost like a
cramming
movie,
it in.
pretty
they're
much.
past where the guy writing the books was, so that's kind of just like what
Yeah,
do
they're
we
trying to like they were trying to
do?
make sure they're like, you cool. Or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
So like this, he could write the next book and it could be totally different than this season.
yeah.
Oh man,
Would you be
I'm
alright with
curious.
that?
What's up?
You read the books?
No, I haven't read the books. I'm not that smart.
So obviously you're watching Game of Thrones. What else are you watching or playing or into or reading?
Honestly, I haven't. I mean, just Game of Thrones, and I'm too like busy for anything else. But I've actually just been binge listening to another podcast called Drunk Bill Explains.
Okay.
He's the comedian that runs the open mic in Lewisburg.
Nice.
So like that's how I know him, and he like I was like, oh, check it out. And I never listened to an episode here too, but I just was like, oh, I was on a long drive, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna put something on, and then
It's the best long drive.
It's
podcast.
yeah, right. And I just was like taken away, and like he mentions like there's one episode that I posted online that he mentions like Knobles and everything. So I was like, it was like neat. I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, Knobles, that's great and everything. It's
We
like,
we
so
actually
nice.
have what I just had a brain fart. Terrain.
Terrain Myers, yeah.
He's gonna come on in a Bangin' Beers, and then after I booked it for Bangin' Beers, he's like, "Is it cool? Like, don't drink beer." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Not a big beer guy." I'm like, "You have a show called like Paul Hall, like
Alcohol, I know,
yeah."
right?
So you drink? And he's like, "Yeah, I'm more of a wine guy." And I was like, "All right." I said, "I'll make a deal with you.
Can I bring wine beer?
You bring 2 bottles of wine, or like 2 like small bottles of
Yeah.
wine, and we'll try your wine, the stuff that you're into, and we'll have and then what we'll do is that'd be a nice episode of a nice liaison or like a cider
Liaison.
yeah, because
I can try for that.
they're
I
more
can certainly try.
they're
for
more
that.
winey beers.
Yeah,
Not so
I can
much.
try that. You gotta let me know ahead of time because I'll be.
It's a little
booking.
while out. It's like July.
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough. I can probably do that.
Yeah.
Really.
So I
Is it
figured-
okay if I'm a recovering alcoholic and I can't be around alcohol?
No,
Wait,
I was gonna
what?
say there's also I think there's a new distillery in School Haven or something like
Yeah.
that. And, like, I was gonna say like
that
you can even
moonshot
try that.
moon was it moonshot?
Foreplay moonshine.
Yeah,
foreplay, yeah, or something
Sorry.
like that.
So I actually had an interesting beer when I was interviewing Courtney Smith. We busted out the hemp beer.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
What
is it the hemp?
Did it stink like pot?
It rigged like
Oh, God.
this room smelled like we were hotboxing.
Really? Wow.
That's awesome.
So it smelled like, so we had the first one, we did the passion fruit.
Mhm.
We opened, I was like, this smells like weed in here. This is crazy. And you sniff the glass and it smells like weed.
Yeah, that's
And
how
then
that 420
you
on
took-
tap was.
You took a drink and it was like pure, it was like, it had such a good taste.
Really?
Yes. And now I don't know, she really didn't know the science behind it, or I didn't either. But so we drank 2 big cans and I wasn't buzzed, but I had the feeling as if I took my CBD, like my joint pain went away.
Mhm.
I was really calm. I was like, it was like a CBD trip in a beer.
Mm.
So if that's a
Interesting.
thing that becomes something where more breweries will brew with hemp and hemp
Mm.
seeds and hemp oils, I will drink those all day. Like it didn't have a beer taste. Now you've seen Heidi taste beers.
Mhm.
She tried both of them and she was like, that's not bad.
Wow.
So Heidi,
Is it a beer or is it a malt liquor?
it was a malt liquor.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it was, and that, which is even more impressive because 9 times you hear malt liquor, you're like, "Meh, no way.
You're
Yeah.
like, I'm broke. I need to get
Yeah,
trash.
so this-
As saying our
Rubbing-
Boys Upstairs episode.
Yeah.
Rubbing alcohol and Kool-Aid mixed
So
together.
then we had the citrus gold one,
Mhm.
and that one tasted like an orange Tic Tac,
Really?
but in a ginger ale form.
Oh.
It was.
Interesting.
I'm buying more. I
Wow.
already phoned over the cake stand. I said, put more of those away. Like, I'm buying more of them. They
Wow.
were so. I have 1 more can of it left.
What's that's the regular, just straight flavor, right?
Yeah, that's the whatever. I forget what it's called, but maybe we
Yeah.
can bust it out after we have the sodas or something if we go a little longer. But yeah, and we'll try it out. It's so
I know.
good.
I'm like,
All right.
Yeah, we have
I won't break out mine.
Huh?
I won't break out mine.
Grab,
You can
grab,
drink yours all you want.
grab the can and we'll talk.
I'm not gonna drink
Is there
anything.
anything else you went over? Or?
no, it's just part of the topic.
All right, so I've been binge listening to podcasts here and there as well. It should be right behind. You know where it is, like right in the back there, the big tall can.
Oh yeah, quickly. Is there a way we could turn? I don't want to be such a woman. Quick.
Oh,
turn
yeah,
this light off.
that big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have Ben do that too while he's up.
Ben.
You have to
You're
turn-
gonna get this light.
We forgot to turn this light off.
I'm such a woman. I'm like, it's bright.
Actually, I just realized you
Turn the
said
heat up.
Dude, I swear. Everyone
Can
was
I
like,
have a
when I
blanket?
got married, everyone was like, "How's marriage?" And I was like, "I'm cold." all the time. I'm like, "Is it like a thing?"
So this is the hemp D. This is just a
Hemp tails.
hemp tails. This is
Ew.
just the regular flavor. So I don't know.
And just so everyone knows, you don't get high off.
No,
hemp.
there's no THC in this
Yeah.
at all. And this is an 8% as well.
That's a strong beer.
So is it like a CBD drink or is it just like hemp?
I don't know. It just made it a hemp. So, but
It looks like ginger ale.
I feel
It
like,
doesn't look like beer. Well, a little.
Yeah.
but I feel like there has to
I
be
think there's-
a little bit of CBD. There has to be CBD in it, right? Like,
Oh,
I would
speak,
say so.
speaking
if
of-
it made you have.
speaking of
Let me
hemp,
just smell it.
apparently Levi has figured
I
out.
left a little in there. It smells like weed.
It does. It's
It
faint
has
though.
a.
It's not
hint
real
of it.
strong.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not a strong one, but it's a hint.
But Levi,
Like it smells like bong water.
Look at he dove into that. Wow.
I don't want to be the one to say it doesn't taste like.
It's soda. It's ginger ale.
It tastes like ginger ale.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. It's like not your father's ginger ale.
Yeah, that's really good. This is just as good.
That is brilliant.
It's like a
There's-
flat ginger ale that's
there's some
been
s-
spiked. No, come on.
there's some
man.
situ-
Man,
I
come
can see
on.
people being like, "Oh, let's
It's
You
not
don't- what,
beery
You don't like it?
No, I like it, but I've been
because it doesn't
man.
taste like an old rubber tire or something.
No, I
You
have
like that
no
really-
This
problem
is gonna
with
be
it.
like the beer that you drink after you're hungover, because you're like ginger ale. And
It's really. I like that a lot.
It doesn't have that weird burn or smoke taste.
It
that I
has
say
no
that's in
boozy
those-
taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I kind of like the smell, the little faint hint of
know,
weed
right?
smell, I guess.
To
Yeah.
me, it smells skunky, which I don't like.
But the cool thing is, Levi figured out a way to
Not the pants
weave the
company.
hemp, the Levi Jean
Oh,
Company,
it's the pants.
the
company.
hemp
He's talking about
into
beer
like
company.
to make it more like cotton now, which is pretty cool.
So you can smoke your jeans.
Well, no, just it'd be cheaper, or a lot more comfortable, probably.
I don't know if it would be cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh, hemp grows
wait.
so quick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's another thing. They say that it's supposed to like.
Hemp is like
Help
America's
the-
bamboo. Yeah.
Yeah, they say it's supposed to help like the freaking like the give what plants give off. and
Okay,
shit,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Carbon
like they said,
dioxide.
like, yeah, right, and it would like help the
Environment.
air so much,
Huh.
but I don't know.
Yeah.
People are weird. Allowance.
So yeah, I've been listening to a podcast. I completely lost where I was. It's the weed beer.
You
No.
can just
Yeah.
get high up this pot beer.
I can
Um,
only imagine Fozzie Bear over there, waka waka, like because I see I see
Oh.
Fozzie the
Under glass.
bear on the
Oh,
glass.
okay.
He's like, hemp beer, waka waka.
You're
Like
drinking
what is behind me?
You're drinking
Dope
hemp beer out of
beer.
a, as a. out
Dude,
of
he
a-
kind of looks high.
he does.
I'm high.
Animals, animals been stoned since the 70s.
All right. Anyway, so I've been listening to a podcast. They're local guys.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, they're local guys. They're called Murder My Dude. I talked
Oh,
to them about
yeah.
before. I've been listening to a lot of their stuff. So I've been listening from episode 1 on. I think up to like 17 or 18, but I'm at like 6. And the episode I'm on is all about Hollywood deaths.
Okay.
Oh, I was just gonna say, is it like a murder mystery podcast?
No.
Who
So,
done it?
so what they do is they'll have like say if they have a little bit of a rant in the beginning and they talk
Mhm.
about a certain topic.
Okay.
And then they go into like 3 different murders of the topic of the week. So like this one's Hollywood. So they're talking about when one of the original guys who played Superman,
Christopher, or not Christopher, Steve, what's his name? Steve Reed? Stephen Reed?
yes,
Christopher
where
Reeve.
No.
well, they made a
No, not
movie.
Christopher.
They made a movie about him. Ben
Oh.
Affleck played him.
Yeah.
But
think
he committed
I think it's
suicide.
Steve Reed's.
But there's some weird things going on that he didn't commit
Really?
suicide, that he
Wow.
may have been murdered, and it's this weird conspiracy.
Yeah, that's like the Superman from like the 50s.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
And then they talked about the guy who played Alfalfa, how he was
Oh.
murdered.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they did one before that called Wrestling My Dude,
Mhm.
where they had a whole wrestling show, and they talked about Chris Benoit.
Oh, okay, well.
They talked about Bruiser Brody.
Yeah.
And they talked about Jimmy Snuka,
Okay.
how he murdered.
Yeah, he killed him.
You jarred my memory. I don't mean to cut you off,
Mhm.
but you jarred my memory about the iron kettle or the iron.
Down
you know-
at the restaurant in St. Clair. That's
Yeah.
now the Washington.
yeah,
Hotel.
but he had like the picture of the original Superman.
oh
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
actual
yeah. 'cause he had-
restaurant.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
Like
used to get,
old-time
like-
pictures.
I
Yeah.
used to get a thing called like the Vampire Killer. It was like this bitchin' like burrito with like
Oh,
like
when that
fried
was
garlic and
when-
stuff. It was good.
When that
stuff.
was in St. Clair, it was 1 block away. I was like, I'd eat there like once a week.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Going
And then
there.
then they wrap up every episode. They find 3 deaths on the internet,
Mhm.
and then they pick what death was the worst,
Oh Jesus!
which is kind of fun.
Well, like meaning like it's the best.
No, like
Or-
that would be the
most
least,
grisly.
the least way you would rather die.
Oh, okay.
So
Like if they did.
if you got run over by a train,
So let's do like a
Or if
quick.
they had a heart
Let's do a
attack.
tribute, murder my dude, death thing. So we'll
Okay.
and we won't go like into stories. They actually have stories about each one. Actually, I can do one that they talked about. I'll try to think of something. So it was one where a guy was at a movie theater. I don't remember where it was at, but his phone fell in between the movie theater seats and one that reclined out. And when he went in for his phone, he must have hit something or bumped something, and it reclined back on him. Now, the chair crushing him didn't kill him. Him being stuck in the chair for hours of them trying to get him out, he had a heart attack and died
Oh.
while stuck in the movie theater
God.
chair.
Okay, so that's A.
That's A.
Okay.
B would be this woman in, I guess it was like China or somewhere where they don't have good plumbing and septic systems. She dropped her phone in what would be like a
but they
job-
have phones.
Yeah.
Okay.
It fell
We
in
see
like
in the street, but
yeah, it fell into like what you would call like a job Johnny,
Mhm.
but it's like above ground and then there's a pit underneath it that's
An
just
outhouse.
full, like an outhouse, but like it's big that you can crawl under.
Oh, like
Okay.
the old school,
Like a
like,
big
high
Bertha.
school urinals.
Yeah.
Like,
Kind,
like they're like to the floor.
not really, like you poop
Okay.
and then it falls into a thing, but you can go from the outside. I don't know, but she dropped something in there,
Yeah.
and her husband went in to get it, and the fumes were so bad he passed out
Oh,
and
God.
died and drowned in poop. And then then
like
another
that.
family member went in to go save him.
Yeah.
The fumes overcame them. They died and fell. And like 4 family members
Oh,
went in to
God.
save
It's
each
like,
other.
Yo,
bitch, get a new
wow.
phone.
Yeah.
like, forget that fucking phone.
Wow. At that point,
I'm trying to think.
Like,
of,
what if she was like, is someone still gonna get it? Okay, so
That's
that's
really
me.
expensive.
Okay. Oh my god.
So, I know Uncle Steve, Uncle John, my husband, and Nana are all gone,
Yeah.
but I really need that phone.
It's the iPhone.
Oh,
it's the new
God.
iPhone. Like,
if it was,
Do you know how many people committed suicide for this phone?
if you
Um,
have to, if there, can you imagine the poop phone? Like you hear the kerplunk and it's like a belly
It's
flop.
it was probably like a slap, like
Yeah, like a
Pretty much like a belly flop. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a third one. I'm just trying to think of brainstorm a third one. I can't think about it. So like say like I think there was a story where a guy, it was like a folklore type death where he thought he became infatuated with the moon and he went to go kiss the moon and fell into the lake and drowned.
was he an idiot? Like,
Yeah. But yeah, what would be the worst of? I mean, the poop one.
Poop
I
one's
mean,
the worst.
by
Yeah.
far the
Yeah,
poop
for
one.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because you knocked out like 3 other people on top of that too.
You
Like
took a whole tree. You took a whole branch.
it's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
you just almost destroyed a family for
Yeah.
a phone.
So
And
that
boo.
so if you enjoyed
Oh my.
those funny stories and stuff, go
Oh
check out
my.
go check out all of
Which one would you rather die?
See,
A heart attack seems like it would be quick. Like
Ha-
oh, I
see-
ruined my last few hours
Yeah.
in this thing. But
there's
whatever.
a rumor that people have talked about that when you drowned, that your body fills up with an endorphin. That when you take that breath that you're going to drown, it's almost like super peaceful,
Oh,
and it's kind of like you go back into the womb and your body just kind of accepts it, and there's no struggle, there's no pain, there's no freak out.
While
you just-
water goes into your lungs.
Yeah, but it's not like a painful. I guess there's that initial freak out, like I'm gonna drown, like,
Yeah.
and then you're gone. I guess so. They say that drowning is really not as bad as people make it out to be. I mean, the initial like, holy
Yeah.
fucking shit, I'm gonna die,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, okay, it's
Yeah,
Okay, this is it.
yeah,
I would, and also trying to kiss the moon
Yeah.
seems like a nice way to die.
yeah,
So I guess he couldn't swim then. Right?
Yeah.
Or did he hit his head or something like that?
yeah. Who knows?
I don't know.
The moon was too close.
mean,
you get
yeah.
missed it. And you're like,
Yeah.
"Ah."
I mean, waiting hours on end, getting crushed and like panicking over all that you're.
Who do you think
trying
that
to get
dickhead
out.
was? Is like, fucking wow, man, I want to watch this movie.
His phone's going off.
Can you keep it down while you're saving that guy? He's already dead. Like, can you wait till the movie's over? I actually here's a death story. And movie theater story. When I worked at the movie theater in the Fractal Mall that's no longer there,
Wait, was it like the Pearl or was
no,
it?
it was the Regal.
The Regal. Okay.
I was horrible at doing bathroom checks. I hated doing it because I have a weak stomach, and if someone pooped, I would just go home for the day. Like if someone destroys the bathroom,
or someone could throw up on the floor.
anything,
People
if there's any bodily fluids, I'm not touching it. And if they're like, Tony, it's kind of your job, I'd be like, I quit. I'm making $7 an hour. Do something about it. I'd be like, really, you need you Saturday? I was like, cool, I'll be back. Like, so that was kind of like my thing. So I'd walk in and get the bathroom checks, and I'd be like, check, and then I would do it as soon as I walked in. And then that day I got caught because some truck driver during this blizzard we had during Valentine's Day weekend, like everyone was stranded where they were. I was up at work, and they're like, hey, can you come in because all these truck drivers have nowhere to go, so we're actually going to open up the mall and let them have somewhere to be.
Yeah.
So I was at work, and I used to walk in and kind of just, if there was stuff on the floor, I'd sweep it up, and that was the extent of what I did in the bathroom. So I swept it all up, and I seen shoes in there. And I didn't really think nothing of it, and I left. And then a couple hours later, I go in and I see shoes. I didn't remember if they're the same shoes, but I thought, oh, that's weird that someone's still using the bathroom in that stall. And then a couple hours later, or a couple maybe not so long after that, a customer came out and like, hey, there's a guy on the floor in the bathroom. And I was like, get out of here. And I walked in. I was like, oh,
you're like, I don't get paid enough.
He's dead. Like he was gray.
Wow.
So I guess what happened was he fell asleep, or like he had a heart attack or something happened while he was on the toilet. I don't remember. I don't know if this is probably horrible.
If he pulled up his pants or
I don't remember if his pants were up or down though. I don't remember. You would think you would remember that, right? Like, was his butt out? Like,
I'm sure you're like, oh my god, dead body, not like dick.
Yeah, like, oh, sweet dick, bro.
Yeah, I remember his wallet was empty though.
Yeah, he had no money. I don't know how he paid for it. I don't know how he paid for his ticket.
Used the last of it.
Yeah. But no, he had a heart attack on the toilet and died.
Wow.
And then they had to call the coroner and stuff, and everyone's like, oh my god, like we can't let the customers know, like the whole nine.
How could you?
Because there's like a whole there's a whole theater is full of people.
Oh my god.
So they had to like, hey, don't use the bathroom quick. If you have to pee, we'll help you with the women's room, or you have to use the mall bathroom. Or there's something really broke. The dead guy in there. And then the coroner comes and they're like, well, how long has he been gone? And they're like, oh, probably like an hour or two. And my boss goes, well, who's been doing the bathroom checks?
Well, even if you did, maybe you thought one person was in and then another person was in.
I literally looked him right in the eyes and I went, you got me. Like, busted, my bad. But yeah, a guy died in the theater. And then when they built the new theater, a lot of employees said that the one theater was haunted.
Oh god.
And I was like, well, what theater do you think is haunted? And they're like, this one. And it was the PXC theater.
Where it would be like
it's exactly where the bathroom would be. Like they always said this one row set of seats like would recline and like it would shake.
Okay.
And I literally walked in. I was like, all right, well, if this is the old layout and this thing was here, this was here, you would turn the corner. I was like, yo, right where those seats that you say is always would be the exact spot where the men's room would have been.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Isn't that creepy?
I never heard about anyone die there, so we kept them
right. Yeah, I was gonna say like you did pretty good.
We did a good job. Yeah. We killed them.
That's how we made the next batch of popcorn.
Yeah. That's how you pay for the PXC theater.
Hey, it's Nick. What's going on? Nick, that's actually going to be our guest coming up. He's actually
that was my dad that died in the theater.
That was my dad, Dick. No, I know his dad's alive and well. But yeah, that was my. So yeah, if you like that, if you like funny stories like that or interesting stories of death or murder,
interesting.
Tune in to Murder My Dude. It's on every podcast platform. I promise you. You listen to a couple episodes, you'll be really into it. And
they're
like I said,
now, right?
Yeah, they're out of Pottsville. So if you
do you know their names, put them over.
Here's the thing. They
like Stephen Bob.
They go by
they have gimmick names.
Yes, they go by aliases. So,
alias. So it's Seth Rollins.
One's I think he goes by BP, and the other one is the Man of 1,000 Names. So he always has a different name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh
man, it's good thing you said that because I do know the one real name, and I was like,
that's gotta be hard to not say your real name when you're using different names all the time. Like, I think the other guy, like, hey, Tom.
I think the one guy's better than the other because I actually work with one of the guys, and I think the guy with 1,000 names has dropped the other guy's BP's name.
How could you not?
Yeah, it's funny. It's a really, really good show. I definitely highly recommend it. I've been playing Tiger Woods, not Tiger Woods. Roy,
I was gonna say PGA Golf Tour.
I've been playing PGA Golf Tour. I'm not even joking. I've been playing the Roy McIlroy, or however you say his name,
McIlroy.
His golf. It's like fucking 5 years old, and I just started playing it, and I'm addicted. I can't.
Really?
I love.
Isn't that so nice when you just pick up like a little game?
I love golf games.
Oh, I don't. Mario Golf. That's about it. And there's a
Really?
PlayStation one that was like
Yeah.
mini golf. I forget what it's called.
Golf games are so relaxing to me. Like,
Really?
unless I'm not doing good, then they fucking frustrate me.
There's a golf RPG that's like old school 16-bit.
Really?
Yeah, and you golf like for combat. It's called Golf Story.
Yeah.
I never played it.
So I'm playing that, and I'm playing. I just downloaded a bunch of games, so I think that for the most part that's what I'm into. I watched a documentary on Netflix called "The Man Who Took Down the Price is Right."
I didn't know anyone took down the prize.
So this guy pretty much went on Price is Right, and he won the final showcase prize with the money. Like he hit it dead nuts, like the
Center, like
dead,
right
like
on the price.
super guest, like nailed it.
Yeah.
And he said that him and his wife were this, like they were huge super fans, and they practiced, and he just did it by dumb luck. And there's a guy in the audience who said that's not true. I was in the crowd helping them win, but it wasn't like I was cheating. I used to go to every show and do this. Like, so
Wow.
he was such a super fan. The Price is Right. He lived by the studio. He made his own computer game, and he would watch every week, and he would make a database of all the prizes and all these different things. And then I guess that day, he went to the studio, and he was just like, "Hey!" And he yelled. He said to the guy, like, he said the exact price.
Yeah.
The wife told him the exact price, and he before he can tell him something else, he said to the wife, "Hey, we probably shouldn't use that exact number in case they think of something for it." And she already filled the number to him, and he put it down and hit it dead on the number.
Wow.
And then there was a whole conspiracy. Yeah, but it's a really cool documentary about this guy and how he used to go on Price is Right and help people win all the time. And they have all the footage of him
wow.
doing it. Like, so he's not just a guy who was bitter that this guy won,
Yeah.
because they literally have years and years of footage of him going. He went to the show 15 times, and all 15 times he went, you can see him in the crowd like 435 the bid, like, and the guy's like 435, like, we got an exact winner. And they'd be like, who did? He'd be like, that fucking guy helped me. And then the next guy would be like, they do the showcase again, and they'd be like, what number should I use? He's like 673. And like that day, 5 people in a row, every time he was in the crowd, would get the exact bid.
Dude.
Yeah. But he was super
Do you
good
think
at it.
like the owners of like Price is Right is like mad at this
Yeah.
person?
Bob
If I
Barker
were
rolling
them,
over in his grave.
Yeah.
in a way,
Isn't
I
it-
would be like, I'm glad someone is obsessed with something I
That
made.
much, yeah.
Like, you know what I
If
mean?
somebody was
I would-
obsessed with this show that they can tell me every detail about it, I would be kind of honored
I
about it.
would, yeah, right? Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, you're taking money from me. I'd be like,
I'd be
that's
kind of
fucking
blown
awesome.
away by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like, that'd
And
be
like the
cool.
thing is though too, don't you get extra money if you get it right on
You
the
get
$100.
both. Wait,
$100.
when you isn't like you get both show prices? If you get
Well, no,
right
if
right on the-
if you guess the exact price to get on the showcase, you get $100.
okay,
And then when you're on the showcase prize, he used to even know those things like high or lows. Like
Yeah.
he knew like all that stuff, all like the slide to the left, slide to the right game. He knew it all by heart. He had it all
Wow.
memorized. The only time he didn't know the stuff exactly is if it was a brand new prize,
Okay.
or is if they had a car and the cars had other features. So the features would affect the price.
Yeah.
okay.
But he even started memorizing those.
Jesus.
Like he was crazy. He actually made a computer game.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was really cool.
That's pretty cool.
But it's a really cool documentary on Netflix.
Hmm.
I think it's like it's something about Price is Right. I
Yeah.
forget the actual name of it, but I really liked it.
Well, that's another thing you're gonna watch.
Price is Right.
It's a cool documentary. I liked
Bring
it.
up the pen.
So
Like wrestling related, Blue Pants used to come out to someone humming the Price is Right theme.
really,
Yeah, you remember that NXT?
Oh, yeah. so we're at that marker. We're about 48 minutes in, so we're around that time. I always try to around the 45-minute mark. We try to get into
The top end.
the topic, but let's do some Oreos and some Pepsis quick.
You need to
Nice.
refuel.
I need
Even
to
though,
chug this down quick. All right.
even though I have,
This is a better way to open because it's not as loud under there. Okay,
yeah,
so
we had.
there's s'mores
s'mores.
Oreos and the
What did
graham
we-
cracker cookies.
What did we have s'mores of last time?
Girl Scout cookies. So these should be good. I didn't try them yet, but how could they be bad, right?
Smells good. You know what? I'm gonna be a psychopath.
Somebody at work said I was weird because I smell all my food first.
Psychopath.
I like to smell the food, see what it smells like. No,
I
that's
smell
weird.
everything.
Okay, we're gonna do.
I think the cookie has more of a graham cracker taste than like the other.
Come on,
the
come on, get off, get off.
Girl
get
Scout
off.
cookie
Girl
one.
Scout, yeah.
Come on, get off. No, come on.
It's good.
Oh, well.
So the Nick helped me out. It's actually called the perfect bid.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was going to help me out about the cookies. Actually, the cookie. Yeah.
They're really good.
They're very
He's
good.
good.
The Girl Scout ones are equally as good too.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, that's something that's hard to mess up. It's not like the lemonade Oreos or something like
I
that.
say the
Yeah.
Oreo's a little bit lighter and it brings out everything a lot better.
Yeah.
But along with what is it? What do we say? Zombies and what was the other thing?
Superheroes?
Superheroes.
S'more
I feel
flavors?
like s'mores are starting to get like a little too
Overplayed.
much. Yeah, overdone.
You want to give me a smaller glass out of it, something small, because I don't want to chug that because I'm enjoying it.
And here I brought a freaking peach beer for you too.
Peach
you
beer.
I mean, we have time.
Peach.
I know.
We have time.
I mean, you split the beer, so it's not like you drank one can apiece.
I
You
know.
know.
Let's see here.
So which one do you? Which
Oh my god, I see a Winnie the Pooh one.
Get the
like,
Winnie the Pooh one.
Get that. It's like you
So-
open it up.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Don't I would yeah. If you open it, it's right in front of your face.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have a Winnie Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh
Yeah, there
tattoo.
you go.
Yeah.
Look at Women's Intuition.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have Gears iced tea on it. This is a.
It'll have Pepsi in it. All right, so let's do. So people watching, you want us to do mango, berry, or lime?
Keep in mind, mango and berry.
Come
are
on,
extra.
mango, berry, or lime.
But you see how they're-
with the mango.
They're 12-ounce cans, but they're like Red Bull style. But still, it's like a normal. It's just like this.
Peach Red Bull is phenomenal.
What is it?
Yeah.
That is really
They
good.
make a
Have you
bunch-
tried the pear?
Oh, it's the peach nectarine. That's good.
Have you tried the pear one?
All right, so she said, "Why not mango,
Pear.
berry?" And then I got
I like
mango
that
again.
one.
So let's do mango.
Okay, so I think mango. I tried them all is the best one. Smell it. This is something you gotta smell first. So yeah, here I don't have to. You guys can just pour around and drink because I tried it all.
You have a nice little combination going on there. Then.
Pot beer and mango Pepsi.
Mango pot.
I think it tastes more tropical punch, more orange, more citrusy.
And I'm drinking out of my Infinity Hot.
And if anybody
Gauntlet
wants to
glass.
finish it off, then that's fine because
I'll just give it here for
Okay,
now.
that's
if you
fine.
want.
I'm drinking out of my Infinity Hot glass from as
All right,
seen
this
on
is,
the Infinity
That's
Gauntlet
mango.
episode of Banging Beers.
That's really good.
Yeah, I think this is pretty good.
Ooh, that is surprisingly good.
And it
I'll be
doesn't-
honest. I looked when I saw the flavors. I was like, how? Why?
I'm not
Why
I'm
would
not
they do
excited about
flavors?
lime. I'm being honest.
Yeah, I'm
with you.
not a big lime. fan.
Lime. My God, I feel like that'd be the most normal one.
I
For
actually
Imperial.
spoiler alert, I had berry already.
Yeah, we tried
Blueberry?
berry.
We
Yeah,
tried berry last tornado tag.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they brought it. So here, we'll let Sarah and Ben drink the berry. Or, no,
Mango.
we'll let that
That's
here.
pretty good.
Drink the lime first because
Yeah. I can't chug soda anymore.
Do you remember the mango Trident? Trident,
Gum?
Trident made a mango gum,
Was it like the layers or was it like a regular?
just like a regular,
So-
like mango something.
So I know what you're talking about.
exactly like
with-
that.
it's-
exactly like this.
it says with a splash of lime.
So
It's just a
so that mango gum may or may not have got me out of possible DUI.
Oh.
Okay.
I am not an
Bring it
advocate.
back.
I'm not an advocate of
drinking and driving.
drinking and driving, but that night I did have. I was not super intoxicated. I have to get some of that yet.
Oh,
I was not super intoxicated, but I probably shouldn't have been driving. And we turned the corner, and there was a cop, like a GUI checkpoint, and my butthole got real tight. And my buddy's like, "Here, have 2 of these," and I popped 2 of the gums
Yeah.
in my mouth.
Mask the taste or smell.
It got me by. The
Wow.
guy's like, "Are you good tonight?" I'm like, "I'm amazing," and he's like, "Are you sure?" I was like, and he's like, "Breath smells good. Get the fuck out of here."
This ended up being a commercial.
Yeah.
No commercial.
Yeah.
Try it.
You want to drink and drive? But don't do that.
But-
Don't drink and drive. That's not
Yeah.
cool.
It's not available, so don't do it. So because you won't get out of it.
Yeah, and they put a new thing in the gum that if you are drunk and you chew it, it enhances your smell.
Oh, really?
For real?
No, I'm just saying
I
that's
think
it.
they
Because there's kids watching.
So the lime one's all right. There actually was a lime Pepsi about 7 years ago. Lime and diet lime.
It's perfect that they do like
It's
certain
not
flavors.
terrible, but it's not the greatest.
I wouldn't buy it again.
I would get it for alcohol.
But,
Like
okay.
if I was having Jack and something like that.
Do you know what it reminds
like
me
a
of?
Jack with lime. Yeah,
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Does
Jack
anybody
Lime.
Jack and Coke with lime. Yeah.
does
Call
anybody
it.
remember Pepsi with lemon or like Coke
Yeah,
with lemon?
That was right. Yeah, the
Reverse it with
they both had
lime.
lemon.
So my favorite Pepsi, and I didn't think I was gonna like it because I'm not a fan of vanilla flavor, but wild cherry vanilla.
yeah, cherry vanilla.
Yeah.
It's
I
good.
remember that.
Fucking amazing.
I like the cherry vanilla, which is a normal flavor. It's out all the time.
That was
My fingernail came off it. So this says blueberry with splash of blueberry juice, but there's blueberries and raspberries on the can.
Whoa.
This one's good, but
Holy
I think the
crap.
mango's a little bit better. Here
Berry.
you go. Here you go. You guys can.
I'll have just a little bit because I'm getting
Yeah, you had it,
I'm
yeah.
getting that weird full belly feeling from the
Oh
soda.
yeah, I'm gonna be like burping like
Oh,
crazy.
the
in about like
carbonation.
20 minutes.
I'm gonna do extra DDP yoga tonight.
Yep, I'm getting there.
With the
Speaking
I have
of-
the real low grumbles like.
Speaking of books, if anyone out there wants to get me a podcast gift, Howard Stern's book just came out today.
it's called
Howard
Again,
Parts Part 2.
Howard Stern comes again.
Yeah, get it.
I'm excited. I'm excited because he talks about his interview style and how he developed it and all about his favorite interviews.
Mhm.
And obviously, someone who's now doing an interview show, I'm kind of excited about it because Howard Stern's always been one of my idols.
I was like watching him on.
He was just
E!
on. I saw him on Good Morning America.
The berry smells the best out of all of them. It has the strongest
good.
smell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
then.
smells the best, but
Pretty good.
I don't know. I don't know if I can
No.
handle more than a couple.
I don't mind the berry one.
I like the berry and the mango, but I think I like mango just a pinch better.
Yeah, I think the
But-
berry has the best smell.
They are a very light flavor in all of them.
It does have the best smell. It's
Honestly,
very
for
like
me, it goes
jelly-like.
just like this. Lime.
You know what smells
They like
like?
lime the
Don't
best?
care yet.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh, I like the lime actually.
You know what
Finish
smells
it
like?
off. 'Cause I don't
Like
like
that
it
real
too much. I can
smell?
drink it, but I don't. I
Like
still need more cans.
It must be a woman.
like a raspberry jelly filled Krispy Kreme donut.
Oh, you get it, yeah, because it's raspberry and blueberry.
Oh, it smells
Yeah.
so good.
So we're gonna get
It
into our
smells
topic.
good, but I don't know the soda.
Yeah.
Like,
We're gonna get into our topic. This is
They ain't bad though. All three of them. One of them.
this is movies that you've watched and you wanted a sequel to, but never got the sequel. So if you're tuned in and you want to comment in the comments, or you're watching later and you want to put in the comments, start throwing some of yours out there. Some of your movies that you wanted sequels to. I have 12 in case, depending how quick we go.
I just wrote a bunch down so we don't have to like talk
Yeah.
about it.
I'll go into some
And then
detail with some of them.
Something might pop into your head.
I'm,
Now-
probably gonna agree with some of these.
Now,
too.
5 of these movies were all movies that they were slated to do a sequel for, and it just never happened.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of twofer there. So I'll let Sarah, you go first.
Ooh, all right. Honestly, okay, I'm gonna just like point this out. I'm a big movie person, so anytime I think of a sequel coming out, I'm like, why are you doing that? I'm like, why are you gonna ruin the movie and everything? Which is weird because
Some of these you might hate me for then.
some like I feel like if someone was making Jason now, like or Friday the 13th, I'd be like, stop it. But like some of them are like so good now. Like I don't know, like it's weird. Like I feel like sequels have to grow on you for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I feel like everyone
Yeah.
was like, Jaws, what are you doing? But like everyone loves Jaws. You know, anyways, some movies, the horror movie Hereditary, that was like one I just saw recently. I kind of wish
There was another part.
I wish there was like a sequel because I kind of want to know like, oh, what happens with the crazy people in the cult, and or maybe even like a prequel. I don't know, like that, or like how did
That
Now,
counts.
they
Some of
happen?
these doubles, some of these sequels that we're going to talk about for video games are movies. This may contain spoilers, just in case, because I'm not going to.
I'm not gonna try to.
Yeah, we'll
spoil
try
too
not
much,
to,
no.
but
Well,
there
if
may
the
be.
movie's 10 years old, that's your own.
Yeah,
fault.
if they're-
yeah, right.
So just put it out there.
Which is just really quickly about Hereditary, the director of that movie. He's having a new horror movie coming out this summer, July 3rd. It's called Midsummer.
Who is
That's
it?
kind of it. Just the trailer I think just released
the
like last
director?
night. The same one from I can't remember his name, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
the same one for
Was
Hereditary.
it James Wan? He seems to be
A lot of
making
people-
everything.
No, it's not James.
A lot of people
Wan.
said that Hereditary is real good.
I haven't seen
Dude,
it.
it's fucking scary.
Yeah.
He scared the shit out of me for sure. I was like, because I mean, I watched it alone and like in the dark.
What's the
and-
premise of it?
So you start off and this mom, like, or this wife and mom, her mom just died. Her mom was like really weird, had like mental illness, and was like kind of in this like kind of cult weird thing. And her mom was obsessed with her daughter, and she also had a son that was it's pretty much like a illness, like a mental illness, and like a cult kind of thing. I don't want to get too much into it because it's really good. I do recommend getting it.
Okay.
Toni Collette plays like the mom, and she plays so good. Like I think I mentioned before, you almost want to be like, is she crazy or is she like actually saying this shit?
Ooh.
Like, you know what I mean? Like she
It's one of
does
those,
so
like,
good.
suspenseful
Yeah, one of those
ones.
like you kind of think like, what the fuck's going on? Like the whole time you're like, what's going on?
Or is that
So that's why like I kind of love to have a prequel. Another one I'd love to have a prequel. Has anyone ever seen like It Follows?
I seen
horror
that.
movie?
I
Okay.
love it.
Yeah, right. Okay, I think there might. I've heard that they're gonna make like an origin story, like how this whole thing happened or whatever.
I'd
but
be down with that.
I would love if they did like a Cloverfield universe type of thing. Like, oh, this is like happening somewhere else, or it traveled somewhere else.
Yeah,
or something like
But
that. Like
they
that'd
make
be
a
pretty
franchise
cool.
out of it. I would be 100%. I thought that was one of the most creative movies I've seen
It
in a long
Follows.
time.
I know, right?
Well,
That was so good.
They did do a lot of teaser things that went on too long. The whole beginning when the kids swim in the pool and nothing happens. It's like, come on.
Yeah, there is some.
So, I mean, they dragged some things out,
Yeah.
but I was like, that's a different. Take.
It was a different take.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like one of those. It's one of those movies where if you're like, well, what is it about? And you're like, it's an STD ghost demon. that will
Yeah,
kill you.
Yeah.
you literally cannot tell anyone what it's about, or they're gonna be like,
That sounds.
Really? I'm
they'll
gonna
be
watch
like, they'll be like,
that.
that's fucking stupid. I'm
Yeah.
like, watch
Yeah.
it.
I
And then-
forget. Like me and my friends, we were just like, let's rent a movie. I think it was before like everyone was like moving away and everything. So we're like, let's watch a
Yeah.
movie. We didn't even know about it. We're like, let's get it.
So
we
the-
didn't even read about anything about it. We just turned it on, and when you watch in the beginning, you see this girl kind of just like running away from something.
Yeah, you don't know.
And even
yeah.
the neighbors like, you need help and everything. And you're kind of like, and then you see, and then like a moment later, you see her like call her dad. She's like, I'm sorry, and she's crying, and you know something's coming for her, but you're like, what the fuck? And then later on, you see her all fucking mangled, and you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like,
My favorite part of that movie, spoiler alert, is when she goes to the lake and she bangs the two dudes.
oh,
She
I think it was 3 dudes. I think. or
yeah, she
something,
gets
right?
gangbanged.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so she's like, I'm just gonna bang all these dudes because it increases my chance.
Yeah.
And then she comes home and it's right there at her house waiting for her. And she's like,
Yeah.
so you think these dudes were probably like, we just pulled the same
Yeah.
shit.
I
Yeah.
know.
High five and like, this is awesome.
Probably like,
And
I'm so glad I got away from my wife and went fishing.
And they're like, what's that naked dude doing in the Red River? And they're like, oh my god!
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's and you know, and what's so scary about that movie is that
Because like they don't have no idea, so they're just sitting there like, who's this walking?
Yeah.
Hello,
I know, right?
Steve. Like,
Dude, get away from me. What the fuck?
I wish they would have aired that part. That'd have been a great.
The part of that, like, I mean, what's so scary about that movie was like people were just walking,
Yeah.
and you would be like, oh my god, is that them? Oh my god, oh my god, and then
And there's so many questions to it. Like, can you trap it? Can you like dig a
Yeah.
ditch and it fall in the ditch? And will it be able to walk out of like if you put it in a ditch and then bury it, would it be
Yeah.
able to get out? Like, there's so many different scenarios of like, so there's so many unanswered questions of what you can possibly do to.
that I wish there was like a universe
Yeah.
thing of that. That'd be
Yeah.
great. I wish there was. I hope that comes. And you know what's so great about that? That it had like a very old school feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It was
there
very-
wasn't like much technology. Like I don't think anyone really had a phone
Yeah, it was like 80s
or anything
kind
like
of.
that. Yeah,
I would say
that's what was so nice
Yeah.
It
about
was 70s.
Like,
It was very
yes.
70s. Yes. It was such a good movie.
That was a good one. Okay, also really quickly, Scott Pilgrim
Yeah.
and Scott Pilgrim versus the World, which is actually like in the comic books, like that's the second one.
Yeah,
in a
because it keeps
row.
going. The little.
There's a whole bunch of them, but they didn't
Scott, that
like
was-
continue with the movie, and I wish they would have.
Yeah, it was a good. I would have done like.
But I guess I feel like starting with the second one, they've been like, well, shit, like I
Yeah.
should.
Well, they break up.
They
That's
started.
Yeah.
They started with the sequel.
yeah.
Yeah, right. That's another thing. And yeah, I don't know,
Ramona
that's-
Flowers, eh? Was that her name?
Yeah.
Ramona Flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I wish there would have been more, but
Yeah, I like that movie.
Yeah, I do too. I'll fly through some of mine. If there's one that we want to talk about more, you can. My number one would be E.T.
Really?
I want to
Wow.
know what happens after.
yeah,
He dies.
There's so much to that. There's
Did
so many
he-
questions.
Does he return?
the
Does he
government kills him.
return?
Like,
Yeah.
what happens to those kids? Did they get like therapy?
Well, one grows up and becomes a cannibal,
Predator comes and kills E.T. for his skull.
and then E.T.'s in Star Wars. So,
Yeah.
no, the other one I would have liked was be a Beetlejuice.
Yeah, that's why I wrote down. Dude, just
I
two.
was actually thinking about that too. I was gonna write it down, but I was like, I don't know.
Roger Rabbit 2.
Okay.
I would have liked a Roger Rabbit 2. Now, the first three I just said are all movies that were supposed to have a sequel, and it never
Yeah.
happened. To stay on those, these two I did not know they were going to make sequels to. That never happened, which is interesting to me. I would have liked the second Breakfast Club. I think
what would they have done? Not,
Yeah,
I,
like
just-
what?
I
Not
would-
what
My type
I
of
mean,
movie
I
would-
would have liked to seen
To get
them
detention
try to go
again?
back, like them try to go back to school and
Uh-huh.
try to maintain their friendship, but now they can't because their social statuses.
Oh, okay.
Because
That would
now
make sense,
there's
yeah.
two different people dating each other that would have never ever dated in high school.
Yeah.
Like they would have went back to school and they'd be like, you're dating the fucking weird girl, you're the captain of the wrestling team.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're dating the fucking criminal, you're a fucking prompt, like, you know what I mean? And you hang out with the nerd, like,
Yeah.
and then
What gives?
you could have done like if their friendship would have survived the.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know-
You know what?
Like 10 years
Not
later.
a movie, but like a TV series. I think that would be better as a TV because
Yeah.
I feel like you can stretch that.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like that would be something.
How many
And-
episodes though?
No, maybe like
10.
10.
For me, the
45
Breakfast
minute
Club,
ones.
22
Yeah,
seasons.
I talk a lot about Breakfast Clubs. It's very, very important to me because I think the Breakfast Club is timeless. There's not one person who's gone to school and hasn't related to one of those characters. There's not one person that can watch that movie and know someone that can relate to one of those characters. And no matter what time frame anyone has gone through high school, everyone goes through the same thing through school. You're going to get bullied. You're going to get picked on for being different. You're going to be in a certain group and you're not going to be part of this group.
Or
in that
the
movie-
one doing the picking on.
Yeah, or you're
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
being the bully. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But why are you a bully? Because are you going at home? Are you getting fucked with by your parents, and then you have nowhere else to like? That movie is timeless, and to me, that's one of the most important movies. Like that's one of my favorite movies of all
Really?
time
Wow.
because I feel like it's one of those movies that I think everyone should see at least once and really dive into it. Like not just watch it to watch it, but really
Yeah.
understand. Like this is something that this movie was made so long ago, and it's still stuff that people go through in school even today. It's a great movie. The other one that I would like a sequel. Thank you, lady. The other one I like.
she said that.
Yeah.
That's her favorite movie.
The other one would be Ferris Bueller. They were actually going to make a Ferris Bueller sequel.
Really?
I think I heard about that too.
Like Cameron just gets the fuck beat out of him by his dad for fucking up his car.
That's all it is.
Getting mangled.
I Am Legend. I would have liked a sequel to that.
Okay. I didn't care for that.
I thought it was cool.
Movie?
Yeah,
Okay,
with the vampire type
Yeah.
or whatever.
These are two Tarantino movies I would have liked sequels to. Pulp Fiction and
Okay.
and Reservoir Dogs.
I was thinking
never
the same
seen
thing
Reservoir
too,
Dogs.
but Reservoir Dogs. What do you? What would you think? What do you think happens at the end?
You don't know. Did the
Do you-
cop survive
I mean-
when he walked out? They was in a shootout. Did he get killed?
Oh yeah, he totally got arrested.
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi, because I think you hear them be like, "Get on the ground," get on the
And you hear
ground,"
gunshots.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you-
So
yeah.
he definitely died. They all died.
But a cool
Spoiler
that could have
alert.
been a cool prequel movie where you're like, well, how did they? Because the rumor is that what those two movies there was supposed to be a sequel, but not based on each movie.
Would they
where
connect?
two characters in those movies connected.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Vincent Vega's brother was Mr. White, the one who was torturing the cop. In that universe, they're brothers, and they both became hitmen, bank robbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I would have, now going back to the horror movies, I would have liked 2 reboots to keep going. Both reboots were not critically
Nightmare on
liked,
Elm
but
Street.
I would have liked the
Oh,
Nightmare on
boy.
Elm Street to keep going. I thought it was a different take on Freddy. I thought they made Freddy scary again,
Mhm.
and I would have liked to see that keep going.
I think everyone liked Goofy Freddy though. That's why I think
I
they
love
put
Goofy Freddy too, but I also
To a
really
point, you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, you can only make so many movies until
Yeah,
you're
I
like,
really
okay, we get
liked-
it. You're an ass.
I really like Scary Freddy. I thought it was cool. And then the Friday the 13th reboot, the second, like the newest one they did, where it was Friday the 13th, but his mother was already dead, so they kept that canon.
Oh,
I
where
didn't
like
see that.
Jason learned archery.
He was learning archery.
Oh.
Yeah, he did like everything at camp. I was
Oh,
like,
okay, that
that's
makes
awesome.
sense.
he did booby traps and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, so I would have liked that to continue, and then I would have liked a Freddy vs. Jason too.
Yeah, me too. Like they
Yeah,
always
that
said with
would've been a
Ash.
good one.
Yeah.
They said that Bruce Campbell wouldn't do it, but I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I think Bruce Campbell would have did it no matter what the story was.
They're my quick one. What do you got?
I would say maybe a Clockwork Orange, just to see like.
They're
after-
actually, so what was one of the newest things we put? They actually found a script for a Clockwork Orange 2
Mhm.
in like a vault, and no one ever seen the light of day of it. So
Wow.
there was actually a possible Clockwork Orange 2 movie.
I've never seen it.
So
It's kind of
only reason why I bring that up because I kind of got into it in high school. So like watched the movie. Did
that's a cool one.
a two-parter the one night with my buddy and I. Then there was a play that I saw in Albright College that they actually did.
Of
Night-
Clockwork Orange. Ooh.
That was really weird.
Did they go
They
for
did.
it?
They went really weird with it, like more like goofy weird, but it wasn't like they didn't do like the scene, like the rape and all. Of course.
You have a
Good.
theme. You have a theme with this episode.
Yeah, right?
Well, there we go. Yeah,
Check out Ben.
But they kind of made it like really weird and like kind of like cartoony, goofy, campy in a way. I didn't care for it too much. And then I read the book then too, which is pretty much like if you haven't read the book, there's an extra chapter or so. There's stuff that happens So it's just been nice to see like at the end of the movie.
What's the premise? That we'll break it down real simple. If you're
Okay.
talking to a 5-year-old kid.
Okay,
It's
so
dystopia. It's dystopia of England.
Okay.
yeah, and so like
Post-apocalyptic.
Huh?
Post-apocalyptic.
No, it's
necessarily
more. It's
like
more
modern.
Like, it's like it's kind of
like
like We the
modern.
Happy Things, We the Happy Few.
Yeah, the game. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that it's kind of like that
Pretty much
meets the
hoodlum.
Warriors. There's like a gang.
it's like hoodlums are being hoodlums as kids. Then one guy kills a lady, then he gets rehabilitated to not be violent and hurt or kill.
Okay.
And then he drives himself batshit nuts in the sense that he's always exposed to kind of like a Pavlov's dog type of deal with Beethoven, and he like gets freaked out because he always listened to Beethoven whenever they would cause mischief, like speeding on the roads
Yeah,
like
yeah.
one
Like
way.
they murdered 2 people in that movie. Didn't they murder the homeless guy?
They did not murder the homeless guy. What they ended up doing, the wife got sick and she died from that death.
Yeah.
And then the other death was with the penis, like the penis statue.
That's
And
a
boom.
penis.
Yeah, someone dies by penis statue.
Yeah, so
typical.
yeah, like crushed chest.
Yeah. Well, real quick, someone said in the chat that they would have liked either a sequel or a remake to Howard the Duck.
Oh God.
What?
Wow.
You know, I haven't seen it since I'm a kid. I'd like to go back and watch
Wow.
it, but I'd assume it's terrible.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know nowadays.
Yeah.
There's an Ant-Man movie.
Howard the Duck.
I'm not sure- I'm not
Howard the
sure,
Duck was an Endgame.
Yeah, I see it. I seen a still, and it's very hard to see him.
Yeah, he's standing
So
right
that
next
is
to
an
Miss
Easter egg.
Marvel.
Yeah, but it's like no.
Another one I would have seen, I would like to see was Reanimator. You ever hear of that movie?
Oh, isn't that kind of goofy and over the top?
It's a goofy over the top one, yeah.
You know who I think would
basically
been a great reanimator? Bruce Campbell.
he would have been, yeah.
Is that the
yeah.
scientist movie?
Yeah, it's like
Okay,
it's basically he has
yeah.
like this reanimator serum, and he can literally put anything
It's
back to life.
Horror comedy.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know you. Okay,
It's
I
goofy.
think I
It's
understand
goofy.
that.
Like if I would have saw like Reanimator 2 and they could have like
Yeah, 'cause
tossed
like,
up the script a bit.
Wasn't there like
It's
a part where he was trying to like put a head like to stay still and it's like kept falling
Yeah.
over and he's just like annoyed like.
So they're supposed to be doing another remake or reboot of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Really?
And Robert Englund wants to, but he said if he doesn't do it, he has someone he picked that he would like to play
okay.
Freddy, which is interesting. And I don't know why the Reanimator made me think of this, but he wants Kevin Bacon to play Freddy.
Maybe I don't know.
Kevin Bacon is like the new bad villain. So
Oh, is he? Okay.
It seems
When's
like.
last, what movie
I
was he
wouldn't
in
mind
recently?
seeing
He was in
Yeah, I
Hollow
know.
Man. It was a Howard.
Oh,
that was
Hollow
really
Man
good.
was a
Oh, really?
good
I
movie.
didn't-
That's fun, Rob.
Yeah.
He was
Like-
in Tremors.
He was also the bad guy in X-Men like First Class.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. He's
Like
Black Tom
that.
Cassidy.
Yeah. So like he's been playing the bad guy for a while.
Like imagine Trevor's fuck you.
Kevin Bacon.
So what else you got movie wise?
Those are the only two that I had in the chamber. So yeah,
When
that's
I
gonna
was-
be a new catchphrase for me.
I got one in the chamber.
I'm going upstairs,
So
guys.
here's one from Howard Stern. When you go to the bathroom, you say you got a hot shit in the chamber. So you
Yeah,
gotta
you
go.
got one in the chamber. When I was doing research for this, is another
Ah.
interesting sequel that they were going to make that never happened. Forrest Gump 2.
He has a kid.
Oh, I know, right? Same
He has a
thing.
kid. Forrest Gump Jr.
All right, this is not me being insensitive. This is just me with a fucked up sense of humor. But that would have been a fucking hilarious movie. Like being raised by your mentally challenged dad.
Who's somehow done everything
Like,
in the world.
Hey, little Forrest, can you tie my shoes
Yeah.
for me? Yeah, Dad.
No, I can't. I didn't learn either.
No, he was-
Junior, bro.
He was normal. The little Forrest.
Oh, was he?
normal,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I know.
Dad, am I gonna die of
That's one of
AIDS
the movies
too?
I watched tonight. It's like,
Because Jenny dies of AIDS.
oh yeah.
Curl the heads, baby.
Did she get AIDS before the birth?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
of course.
does Forrest Jr. have
Yeah.
contracted
Does
AIDS?
Forrest have AIDS as well?
Yeah, that could have been an
That's
interesting.
Forrest Gump 2 is actually Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I mean, what is Forrest gonna do for a second?
Yeah.
Who else is gonna sit
Run
on a
for
bench and
president?
talk?
Well, since we're on the subject for Tom Hanks
Hey,
and
I didn't
like his movies, what about Castaway too, when he gets rejected by
He goes back to
his
the
wife.
island.
Yeah.
He's like, "Fuck this place."
Going back with Wilson, I'm gonna fuck that beach
Oh
ball.
God!
All right, go ahead.
All right. Enough of that. There's no Tom Hanks in my list. Tom Jane Punisher. I want a second one. There's never
Okay.
was the War Game doesn't count. Or
I do like the Tom.
That was the
Jane.
one with
Tom Jane. Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
I thought that was a really good
John
one.
Travolta.
Yeah, John Travolta's bad guys. Howard Saint.
I do think that
I wish they would have made a sequel with Tom.
I agree.
I do think that Tom Jane was a good Punisher.
It was, but then he read the script for the second one and didn't care for it because it was very over the top, and Warzone wasn't that good. Spaceballs 2.
Oh,
come on,
yeah.
come on.
Fuck.
The Quest for More Money. They even say it in the first one. I
Yeah.
said Beetlejuice 2. This isn't. They did make a sequel, but it should have came not 15 years later. Terminator 3 should have been like 5 years after Terminator 2.
Yeah.
You ever watch the movie Dread? Not with the most Stallone, just Dread.
Mm-mm.
It's awesome.
I
I
think I
think I
did
have it on
see-
Blu-ray.
Yeah.
The writer Rohan, and he's also Bones in the new Star Trek movie.
Okay.
That guy, he's Judge Dredd, but he never takes his helmet off.
Nice.
Yeah, the whole movie,
Interesting.
he does, but you don't see him. So
I-
sequel to that, and True Lies, the Arnold movie. I want a second one.
Yeah.
I thought True Lies was great.
I would like a second of the rebooted Mad Max.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
I
that was
really-
a
that
good.
would be good.
I thought they were gonna like a trilogy.
I think it was.
planned.
I think it was like the budget or some shit.
Or did it not do that well? Like
It
like
did-
money wise.
I
No,
hope
it
it did
did
well. I
well.
seen
No,
it.
it
I-
did. I think it did
extremely well.
I seen it
It
6
got some
times.
Oscars, yo.
Yeah.
Why
I
do
seen it
lose
6. Yo, all that stuff in the desert, that was all actually shot. Like the
Really?
only thing they green screened was the actual storm. Everything
Okay.
else that happened in
Yeah.
like the
I
truck
think that-
explosion, them driving, that was all legit.
I think I think it was
I
so
liked
low.
it.
It's like a $500,000 movie, or maybe
they
a little
went-
bit more
they
than
went
that. But
Or
they
is
went,
that
they went
like how
like
much
super
on-
low budget because
Yeah.
we just pretty much they had like all their stuff and just like fabricate it and be like, okay, welders, weld this shit on there, make like a Cadillac that's like
yeah, but if it looked
three,
crappy,
like three on top.
no big deal.
Yeah.
Yo,
It looks-
first thing, how much gas do you think they spent? Like, how much money on
Yeah.
gas do you
You're
think
like,
they
oh
spent?
man, we spent more gas on
Explosions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you
right.
imagine that, like-
and fire, like the.
Yeah. That dude
Oh
rocking.
yeah, that was pretty cool.
You know what? I can imagine that movie, how the director would go to the bank and be like, we want a loan for gas like It's Always Sunny in
Yeah,
Philadelphia.
yeah.
We're just spent $250,000 on
Okay.
gas.
We're just taking
Wow.
barrels of gas.
How about if when that show finally ends, we get the Always Sunny movie?
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty good.
I
Well,
would
the
love
Christmas movie's good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
So we'll stay with you, Andy, with video games. And
Oh,
we'll
okay.
Go back,
I was
we'll
gonna
go
say
back around.
should be Wade's World 3 too, but that's too late now.
Yeah.
I got
Too late.
one more. It's a
A
really
movie?
obscure Charlie Sheen movie. It was called The Wraith, and basically it was about this high school kid that gets killed, and he has a robotic car, and it's Charlie Sheen.
Oh
It's
my
a really
God.
weird. It's an awesome movie, and like there's these,
Ding.
it's called The
Get
Wraith.
it, kid. We're going to get
So-
paid.
Yeah.
So basically, like Charlie Sheen's like falling in love. He's kind of like, you could say he's technically a zombie, like a techno zombie. And so like he has like this car
No
that's
wonder
like,
why
You
no one
lost
heard
me
of
on
it.
this one.
Yeah.
He lost. Charlie's seen Techno Zombie.
and it was like he has like this like Pontiac. I
He
don't
has a
know, a
possessed
Pontiac
car.
or a Chrysler. No, it's like a robotic car.
So
And like
it's
he kills people with it.
So,
So,
like,
would you rather watch
he's an
that
undead
sequel?
Michael Knight.
Yeah.
It's Night Rider.
If you had enough money to see one last movie before you die, and your choices are Ben sequel or Howard the Duck 2.
I think I'd rather watch Designing Women.
Yo, Weird Science 2.
Okay, yeah.
I just
Well,
thought that.
how
one.
about the show that we used to be on USA? Do you remember it?
What?
It was years ago. Weird Science, the show.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I do remember that.
No, I
Um,
thought about this one too. What about ants? Remember ants?
Oh yeah, this was good.
What, what was the A Bug's Life? It was
Yeah.
it's like
They're
Yeah, that
all
was
ants,
it.
Michael. They're all ants.
Michael Scott.
I like that one scene from Ants where the grasshopper's like, they're just too stupid to realize that they outnumber us 10-1, and if they actually wanted to take over us, they easily could. But you have to keep them at fear. And I always thought that like really was like a really political thing for me. Like if we
It
the
resonated
people,
I know. I
with
love
you.
how they like implanted that in her head.
yeah, like if we the people actually decided that we wanted to make a serious change in our country, we could. But we rely on the 15 people
Yeah.
in a big building with mansions. To
I just
tell
like
us
how they
to live our
got
lives.
Christopher Walken as like the one
Whoa.
grasshopper. He
Yeah.
was like the one that was like searching
Oh,
for
that's pretty.
like
Yeah.
the
Hey,
prisons.
what is this?
And wasn't what's his name? James Earl Jones? Not James Earl.
Darth Vader?
The dude from he's always in Family Guy. Ooh, a piece of candy. James Wood.
James Woods.
James Wood was the big. He was the main grasshopper, I believe.
Was it
Hopper.
He was the one with the fucked up eye.
Oh, maybe. I think
I've
Tim
never-
Allen.
No,
was the-
are you?
I've never
Are you
seen
talking
the movie,
about
so-
A Bug's Life?
No, ants, right?
I might be.
There's
I might be
answer,
fucking
and
it up.
they're two totally different movies.
There's A Bug's
Ants
Life 2.
is by DreamWorks, and A Bug's Life is
I might.
Pixar.
Yeah, I might have fucked this up.
Pixar that has Hopper, which
And-
is
and there's-
James
Wood.
Woods' character.
And there's a B movie too. Ain't that Seinfeld?
That's Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, that's
yes.
Seinfeld.
B movie. We
B
mentioned it.
movie.
I want a B movie
It's-
too.
it's-
Damn it.
it's Woody Allen,
1998 it came out.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Oh, Sylvester Stallone was an ant.
Woody Allen.
Yeah.
Tim Allen.
Woody
was it.
Allen.
Woody
Oh,
Allen's the
boy.
main
Oh.
one.
Holy
Insane.
shit! Look at this cast. This is Ants. Woody Allen, Sharon Stone, Gene Hackman, Sylvester Stallone,
Pac-Man.
Dan Aykroyd,
Ugh.
Danny Glover, Jennifer Lopez, Johns Mahoney. Like that's a crazy.
That's a good cast.
crazy.
Was Stallone like a Rambo
Chris-
ant?
Christopher Walken,
He's like
Hey
jacked.
now.
and then I mean there's some other ones in there, but I
Has
just don't know.
balloons.
But all right, so video
But still,
games.
though, that's
Okay.
crazy.
All right. Lost Odyssey. Remember that game?
Yep.
Yep. The real good role play game. Second one. Super Mario World 2. I wanted not the Yoshi's Island. I wanted Super Mario World but 2.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want a sequel Lollipop Chainsaw since I played it.
Oh,
Chrono
great
Trigger
game, that.
because Chrono Cross don't count. Right?
Yeah, they actually had a little fun fact about Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross. This is where I get a little bit
None
more
of the same characters.
nerdy. None of the same characters. They were like, okay, well, you rode on the coattails of Chrono Trigger, the same development team. We bet you can't make another game that's just as good as that one. And ironically enough, Chrono Cross, they made it.
I was
They
gonna
made
say
out-
they did
not as
think Chrono Cross
successful,
is
but
that good.
still, it was
Yeah.
a successful game regardless.
Would
we
Mario
played different.
64 2 count if they made a sequel to that? Because I would love that.
Yeah, that counts. 'cause
Or
they-
even a
they-
remaster.
I would
The
agree.
sequel would technically be Super Mario Sunshine, kinda, but not really.
Well, if
No, I
you
want to
think
be in the
Super-
castle.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want the castle, and I want them to be like, can we change all these paintings?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, don't forget the Nintendo
The-
DS version of that,
Yeah.
which is Super Mario. It's
Where you
like
could be a Yoshi and
Yoshi,
Luigi, and
Wario,
Yeah,
and yeah,
I never played that.
Mario.
I should try to look into
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's actually much
It,
better.
it never dropped down in price, which kind of pissed me
Yeah,
off.
but you gotta play the
so-
DS to play. it.
Yeah.
The Ghostbusters 3. There was like Gears of War. That game. I
Yeah.
want to see where that.
Yep.
The new guy. Eternal Darkness for
All right.
GameCube because that was really good.
Oh, that was the goofy
Conker's
one.
Bad Fur Day. Give me a sequel to that thing.
They were actually gonna make that,
Really?
but they kind of scrapped it. They did like a
was-
downloadable.
Oh, no, I hate that.
They did downloadable game. Yeah, I know.
Justice League Heroes. I want to sequel to that because that was like
That was like their
the
version.
Marvel. Yeah, but it wasn't as good.
Yeah.
And then Alan Wake. I want to see Alan Wake.
Alan
2.
Wake 2.
There's that sequel. It's downloadable. That.
That was more like a prequel story.
Yeah, just give me Alan Wake 2. But I think the studio just
Okay.
could never get it together.
Video game wise, what do you got?
Okay, there's a game that it was like Grasshopper Studio. Suda51 made a Shadows of the Damned game. It was kind of like a third person, like Resident Evil 4 type game.
Mhm. Big
And your-
boner.
Your
Big
gun,
gun.
your game, yeah, your gun is the boner, the hot boner.
Yeah, it was a demon that possessed your gun.
yeah, and
Which
he,
game was
he
that?
talked really British, like
Shadows of the Damned.
Shadows of the Damned.
And
Yeah,
you're- and
and it had
you're like
Steve
a demon
Bloom as
hunter,
like
and then demons still your girlfriend.
Garcia Hotspur.
And then you have a demon possessed gun, so you
Mhm.
go to
And-
hell and get your girlfriend out.
Yeah, because your girlfriend gets killed, and she's trying to she's gonna get sacrificed or something like that by this other dude, and
Yeah.
it's a fun ROM.
It's really funny.
It is a very
I
funny
thought it was a
game.
pretty good game too.
Mhm.
I was gonna say Lollipop Chainsaw as well because, well, who doesn't like girls, cutting up zombies
Is this a sour?
and stuff? No, why would I? No, no.
Yeah. Plus the story is real short. You don't know much about her family or anything, so
Yeah, that's true. There's no.
I don't think it did real well though.
And Bloodborne 2. That'd be a
Really?
cool one. I wouldn't mind.
I
mind
won't play
going.
them games because they're too hard. I don't like that the gimmick is this game's hard.
Yeah.
Well, that's
You will kill your family.
Yeah, but like if it's hard just to be hard, who cares?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
fair.
but
people
that's
like
the fun behind.
but people
it.
are like, oh well, then you can say you beat it. Well, guess what? I beat Dark Souls. There, I didn't actually play it, but I said I did. Who cares? Right?
Yep.
So that's why I
Yeah.
play games because they're fun.
Yeah. Uh,
Not to get frustrated.
Anything else
Yeah,
on that
same
list?
here.
Yeah.
Nothing really, because they're all old obscure games, and no one wants me to talk about old.
Is it
obscure
really
games.
super?
So
obscure?
I got 5 games that I want actual sequels to, and then I have 5 games that we haven't gotten.
Oh, you know what? I forgot Super Metroid.
Super Metroid.
Yeah, I was because
Oh.
Metroid Prime is a totally different game. So
Yeah.
Metroid 2, that was awesome.
And then I got 5 games that either they haven't made a sequel to in a long time, or like the
Okay.
franchise is pretty much dead.
Like
and
Super Punch Out.
and I would like it to be a Super Punch Out would be on there, but it's not on my list. So my first one would be River City Ransom.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I couldn't believe that one when you said
I really
that.
like that game. Didn't you say there's like a game like
There's a Game Boy Advance River City Ransom DX.
but isn't there
Yeah.
like a kissing cousin of that game that's coming out soon that you were telling me about? It's like a side scroll beat 'em up, but it's very similar to River City
I
Ransom.
think so.
Renegade?
It's in like
Oh,
Kickstarter or something like that.
It's something like that,
Yeah.
because they were influenced by it. And then there's like another Japanese game that kind of like takes from River City Ransom, but you can get it translated. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah.
But definitely look that up. The Japanese sequel to River City Ransom.
Staying with the Nintendo series, I would have liked a sequel to Maniac Mansion,
Okay.
or even if they were do a sequel nowadays,
I think they should.
that'd be a fun
Make
game.
that downloadable.
Yeah, that would be a fun game. Bully 2.
Okay, you know, they were going to and just never happened.
I still have hope for that one. I also had Conker's Bad Fur Day
Wow.
2, and then I had Brutal Legends 2.
But I love Brutal Legend where
yeah.
Jack Black in here. Yeah, that was a good
That
game.
was
You gotta add a
awesome.
jump button though.
Yeah.
And then Halford, it's the '80s metal guy. That he dies and comes back as Halford, but he has a slightly different name.
but yeah, I see. Like the sequel to it would be, instead of like the heavy metal, he's like it would be like all 80s. Like he would be stuck with like
Poison.
like Poison.
Well, that's before Halford dies when he's Lord Lionfinger.
Yeah.
Or what? He's like '80s hair metal. man.
Yeah, I think the whole second game should be 80s.
Well, they could add Zach Wilde. They have people from nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, like Corey Taylor.
like David
I
Grohl.
liked that game. I thought the game was like underrated. It was fun.
David Grohl can play redo the devil. He
Yeah,
can be the
why
devil.
not? Yeah.
Your cock will suck.
Yeah.
And then these are 5 games that I would like. I would like another part 2. I would like Skate 4.
Okay, I like the skate
I,
games.
I usually hate skateboarding
There
games,
were
but
some
I
people
love
hard.
the Tony Hawk ones, honestly.
Skate,
They were fun.
Skate blew them out of the park.
Yeah.
Skate was all like
More realistic.
it
I
was like a
guess.
real stick, like so you had to like remember on your like on the stick like up left was like a kick flip, and like it was like super realistic. Like you had to land it perfectly, or it was nuts. Skate. I have a Skate 4 / SSX Tricky. I'd like a new SX Tricky.
Oh wow, that's
yeah, I
wow.
love those.
Wow, yeah.
Snowboarding games used to be the hot thing.
I would now. This is another one that could be in the horizon. Skate 4 kind of has something coming out for Xbox called Session, but
Okay.
I've heard some stuff that doesn't look as good as people thought it was going to.
Mhm.
Is it Xbox exclusive? The other one it could be in the horizon would be a THQ old school N64 style wrestling game,
I think someone might be making one
and
soon.
AEW might be working on that.
Yeah.
I'd like a Jack and Dexter series again.
Oh, what was the last one? 3? Oh no,
Yeah, 3 or
fully loaded or
something.
something. Like, yeah.
I love
That's
Jack
fun
and
games. I
Dexter.
never really played it much. They gave
Yeah.
one for free on PlayStation 4 a while back. I'm like, hey, this is pretty good.
Yeah, I would like a Banjo Kazooie again.
Oh yeah.
Nuts and Bolts was horrible. Give me
was
like
that Banjo
Like
Tooie?
Banjo Kazooie, Banjo Tooie, and then Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. That was the
Yeah,
Xbox 360.
that-
Oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Not that
Never,
good.
yeah.
like
and
ban-
then,
like a Banjo 3E.
I like-
as
I
they-
like that.
as they dubbed it.
and then
I tried to go back and play, but the 3D and it's very foggy. It's
Yeah.
hard to play on your
Yeah.
remastered one.
and then
Yeah,
I would
not
say,
worth it.
please do not, if you're going to make this game again, erase everything you did for the 360 version and go back what you did for the
Perfect
original.
Dark.
No, they actually are making a Perfect Dark, and the
Really?
people who made Gears of War, the Coalition, they're going
Yeah.
to make it.
Wow.
I want a Def Jam.
Oh yeah, the wrestling fighting
Give
game.
me a wrestling fighting Def Jam game, but don't do me like you did in
The third one.
Icon. Horrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of you of like what I would like to see, like anticipating.
And I want an actual remastered version of GoldenEye 64, not that garbage you tried to pawn off on us last time.
On
Oh, you
PlayStation
mean on
2
the
or
Wii?
whatever.
No, it was on
You
the
mean the
it
Wii?
was on Wii and Xbox 360.
Yeah, but
It
like
wasn't.
They
They
changed the
took it,
entire
they
maps.
yeah.
Yeah, they changed everything.
just put the
It
game
was-
over.
They just like they kind of like they add like Daniel Craig into it or
Yeah.
something like that. Like,
Yeah, it was bad.
but one game series I kind of like to see back in the saddle, Wario Land, because I like
But you're
Wario
gonna
Land.
get a
Because I'd
sequel.
like to see like his crazy hats again, because like he got that before, like he did Mario did
Mario
Super
Odyssey.
Mario 64.
You know what
And
pissed me
Super
off about
Mario
Wario? They changed his whole moveset.
You're damn right. You're damn right.
Just
You know,
throwing fire on
I
it.
like played the one for Virtual Boy a little bit, but there's 1, 2, and 3 for regular Game Boy, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, Game Boy Color, but I mean
Yeah.
Game Boy Color to Game Boy Advance, but he doesn't actually have like. I don't think he really has like a heart meter. Maybe
That brings me up Super Princess Peach 2. I want that. I like that game.
I'm surprised Luigi's girlfriend never got a game.
Yeah, Daisy.
Yeah,
Daisy.
the Daisy game.
Especially now. it's
God
like
damn it,
they're all
she has
pushing female
Donkey
characters.
Maybe they'll be.
Like if it was Daisy.
She's got Donkey Kong.
and
That's
Peach-
enough.
Peach.
It's a flagship.
And what's the other? Why are you doing Vince McMahon for?
I don't know. I don't know. I really got into it
Does she even
because I'm
have
a bitter
powers, though?
75-year-old man.
Vince has no idea what Super
Yeah.
Mario is.
Who do you think has a better chance of getting a game? Waluigi, Wario, or
Or
Daisy?
Daisy.
I would definitely say Wario. Definitely.
What if they made an all-girl one? Like if it's Super Mario, Super
Like Mario gets
Princess
kidnapped.
World. Yeah,
Mario gets kidnapped.
that's Princess Peach. Super
and then
Princess
they
Peach.
Peach has to go say like she's like all right, she's an AK-47.
Let's do this.
No, it's Peach, Daisy, Rosalina, and then Toadette. That's your 4
I
characters.
wouldn't mind that, and then like make it like really cool, like have like the males go like secondary parts and be like Wario's garage. You'd be like, hey,
Yeah,
I'm
they-
gonna work on your car.
They help the girls out.
Bowser, here you go. Here's the game. Bowser puts on that porn crown and makes him a chick with the big tits.
Oh,
Bowserette.
Bowsette. Yeah.
So
She's
Bow-
the bad guy.
Bowser turns into Bowsette, and they make her super Japanese anime with the huge
Yeah.
boobs and like the
Oh,
huge butt.
Nintendo will never do
And
that.
Bowsette kidnaps Mario
Yeah,
and Luigi
yeah.
as sex slaves, and then the girls have to
Yeah,
go
go
save.
save.
Yeah, that's the game.
Here we go.
And then Wario's like,
Write it up.
you can borrow my car.
And
Yeah.
you beat the
I
game.
want Wario to fucking get recognition. Damn it.
You beat the
He's
game and you
awesome.
unlock what's the Donkey Kong girl? Diddy?
Oh,
Diddy.
Dixie.
Dixie. Yeah, Dixie.
Dixie jumps in to
Kong.
help out. Yeah, yeah.
Donkey, Diddy, Dixie, and then there's
Oh god.
Baby, Cranky,
Oh, God.
and then there's come on, Candy Kong, which is
That's the girl too.
Yeah, that's the
She's a
sultry one.
Oh, is that like the Donkey Kong
Yeah.
girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm trying to think what his name
what
is.
sequel video games do you have on the list?
Honestly, all games I do play end up always
Getting
having
sequels?
sequels because it's like Call of Duty, Tomb Raider,
Oh yeah.
Sims.
Yeah,
there'll be
What
Call of
else
Duty
is there?
sequels forever.
Yeah.
They'll always be going. So
The Tomb
Guitar
Raider. And what
Hero,
was that?
something.
What's the
I
second
didn't play
Tomb
the
Raider
newest
called?
Tomb Raider.
I didn't play Rise of the Tomb Raider.
yeah, something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
There's a
I didn't
third.
play-
I'm on the third one, I think.
I think there is the
I'm
third
on
one,
the
isn't there?
I'm on the third one now.
I
the one I
heard
have.
they might.
I played the
so-
first one, and then all the ones back.
I
in the
beat
day.
I beat the remade new one where Laura Croft's learning how to become Laura Croft.
Yeah, that one's great.
Then I played the other one where Laura Croft is kind of like badass Laura Croft, and then this third one I heard she's like full Laura Croft.
Oh, okay.
I did. So I'm a big fan of like the Friday the 13th game. I did hear they might do like other like horror movies like that or something like with games.
I don't think it
I'm
would
not
be the
sure.
same developer because they
Yeah,
got,
probably not the
they
same
got
one.
boned.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Like it probably won't be, but they saw how popular.
Like
it
they
was,
were
so
like
might-
they
someone
got,
might
they
pick
literally
it
got
up.
told by the company like go ahead make a Friday the 13th game, and then they made it, and then they're like we changed our minds.
That
Screw
wasn't
you.
good. We didn't like it.
Yeah,
I
all
don't
they
know
had
why
to,
that. I think
all they had to do was fix the servers. I thought it was a fun
Really?
game. Yeah, I
yeah,
liked it.
but they said that they might do something where it's like Nightmare on Elm Street, which seems kind of neat. That because it's like dreams. So I think
Yeah,
that
well
would
they
be, like,
kind of have a game
weird-
now that's called Dead by Daylight, and they had Freddy in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they have like Michael
I
Myers?
think
in that?
Michael
I think
Myers-
yeah, I think they have that
Michael,
too, or something
Freddy,
like that.
Jigsaw,
Jason?
Leatherface. I don't think Jason's in it.
No, okay.
Dude, they should have one where it's a child's play, like Chucky doll.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be like funny?
Yeah.
Like someone gets to play Chucky, and
The new Chucky. I'm excited for it.
I'm excited for that too. I wonder how it's gonna do because it looks like it's supposed to be like all good guy products.
So
like, right?
here's
Like,
the only thing that I don't know how true it is of that movie. They might not call him Chucky.
But don't
So-
they have to? That's what the
He's
doll's name
he's
is.
gonna be called Mr. Good Guy.
Oh, that's
Mr.
stupid.
Good-
because technically that's
So the reason why it's more voiced by Mark Hamill and he'll be Mr. Good Guy doll or Child's Play while they're really hyping up the Child's Play is because Chucky's getting his own TV show, and that is voiced by the original Chucky guy.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
going to be two completely different universes. So
don't
that's why they
I don't think
couldn't.
you have to go that in depth for the Chucky world.
So that's the
Yeah.
rumor.
Yeah.
So I heard the movie is going to be the Mr. Good Guy doll, but it's not going to have it's not going to be Charles Lee Ray who is
Which,
possessed
that's
by a doll,
okay. Yeah.
and the show will continue that, but the new one's going to be more like a technical malfunction type thing.
Oh, so it's not
The
like
government's
oh.
watching your kids.
Yeah. He's like super, like Chucky can control smart cars. He can control phones. He
okay.
can control
Like drones or
he-
something like
he can
that.
control it, like anything. Like he's
Skynet.
he's like he's like Cyborg Iron Man,
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
but in a doll.
Well, hey,
Like
if
any
you
of
wanna-
the good products.
doing
like,
a different remake, a different take.
So it's
whatever.
kind of like Umbrella, where they own and control everything. But imagine Umbrella at a technical level, and then they made a fucking doll that
Yeah.
can control everything in your life, your microwave, your stove, the heating in your house, like everything.
Yeah.
And Chucky just malfunctions. He's like, I'm going to kill everyone.
I wonder how they're gonna do that where it's not like Ray Charles, like what, or like the.
It's gonna have no
Charles Lee,
possession. It's
right?
gonna have no possession to it at all. It's just gonna be.
I wonder what makes it evil though. Like I don't know.
I guess
is
just-
it a really bad
yeah, it
virus?
It's
I don't
just,
know.
it's just
An emotion
It's a-
processor,
it could
but
be, it could be a virus.
It's
or
Ultron.
It could just be.
but the anger does not break. Everything else
Yeah.
breaks.
Yeah, it's just a
Like
weird.
damn it, the
bugging.
Chinese just infected our
Yeah.
toys.
But it's gonna be Mark Hamill, which is gonna be awesome.
That's the selling point for that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
Aubrey Plaza, right?
and Aubrey Plaza.
She's
Oh,
the
okay,
mom.
yeah, I like
She's
that one.
amazing.
Oh, what was the one movie? There supposedly, well, the Russo brothers wanted to remake a movie, and it had like a blade frisbee. I forget what it's called. Score like
Mortal Kombat.
Is it based on a video game?
It's just like a concept, and in a way, it was based off of a video game.
Dark Void? That's the one where the third person shooter, you have the boomerang thing. I don't know. You got to give me some more there.
Oh, come on.
Fried Green Tomatoes too. So, just start saying out goofy movies
Yeah,
that no one wants a sequel to.
Oh, what the hell is it
Look
called?
Who's Talking 4.
No.
Because remember, there's two. And there's Look Who's
No.
Talking. What? Look Who's Talking 2, like TO, and then Look Who's Talking Now. And that was some
Look
dog
Who's
talks.
Yeah, isn't the one? Yeah, the
Look
one's
who's
dogs.
talking later.
Yeah. That's sequels that should not have been made.
Yeah, sequels that should not have been made.
Yeah, that's
Like, who asked for that?
Look Who's Talking was hilarious. Bruce Willis is a baby.
Yeah, but then the sequel.
I forget what the freaking movie was. Oh, it was like a goofy one. I think it had like Patrick Swayze, and he had like a bladed like I said, like a bladed frisbee, and would throw it, and it would like I forget what the fuck it's called. Oh my
Patrick
god.
Swayze. Well, IMDb Patrick Swayze. Roadhouse 2. Right?
Yeah, Roadhouse 2.
Weren't they gonna make that? And Rondo was gonna be in it?
Rondo was supposed to be
my
Roadhouse.
God.
too.
I guess it got canceled.
It did.
Yeah. Oh well.
It got put on the back burner.
How about Police Academy 7?
Kindergarten Cop 2.
Yeah. I
Boys have penis,
I
girls
don't know
have
what you would do
vagina.
for that. Twins 2.
They were actually I heard Twins 2 was supposed to be something. They
Really?
were yeah.
Oh
they
my
were talking.
god.
Coming to America 2 or Trading Places 2 was supposed to be a thing.
Oh, Coming to
Okay.
America too. They're still making that.
I can
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
that.
I think that's in
Trading
production.
Places is supposed to happen again.
Hmm.
Not with Eddie Murphy, but two different characters.
Yeah.
Or two different people.
You can't say like any Marvel movies. 'cause they're all getting
Bad
sequels.
Boys 3.
They weren't bad. the first one.
Technically, Men in Black.
Yeah,
is,
'cause that's getting a
like,
new one.
I kind of
redone,
like the new
like-
idea of Men in Black. And I think that girl in that movie is really pretty.
I seen it. I seen the preview, but I can't remember who it is. Thor's in it. I know Thor's
Yeah,
the main.
he's-
Oh,
probably
I
like the
remember
Tommy
it.
Lee.
I think it's Crawl.
Cole, the Conqueror.
Crawl.
Oh,
Crawl movie.
Oh, I was just gonna say there's a new Chrome horror movie coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like an alligator.
I'm
pretty
Like,
sure it was
yeah.
Crawl.
Alligator kills people.
It's
What
like
about-
in Florida, so
We got John Wick 3. That's a
I've never watched any of the
yeah.
John Wicks.
I
They're-
killed it.
I heard they're good, but
I hate Keanu Reeves,
Keanu.
but John Wick's are good movies.
Keanu.
I heard they're good. Oh, real quickly, since we're talking about sequels, quick fact, I guess I don't know. That Wreck-It Ralph, the sequel actually made more movie than the first one did.
More money.
Yeah.
More
Sorry.
money.
More
money.
movie.
More money.
More
I
movie.
haven't- Really, I've never
More
seen it either. I heard
moolah.
God-
I didn't see the second one either, but
I
they
heard
said
they're
it was like
good.
really, really good.
Wow.
And
Godzilla
I didn't see
remake
it.
comes. Godzilla Part 2, I guess you could say, comes out this
Yeah. year.
Yeah, Toho was just like, we're not
Fighting
going to do it that
Mothra,
shit.
right?
Secret
again.
Life of Pets 2 comes out this year.
I didn't never watch Secret Life of Pets.
It's a good
before.
movie.
It's a good.
For a kid's movie, I liked it. When the one dog, spoiler alert, when the one dog, like he's like, oh, I'm in the pound and I have to go find my owner because I haven't seen him in a long time
Yeah.
and I miss him. And they go to his house and they find out yep, he's dead. The reason why he's in the pound is because his owner, like, yo, I was just like, you're crying, you're crying. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not really.
that was Louis C.K., right?
Yeah,
He did like the voice of the.
he did the main dog. Yep.
He was the voice of the main dog.
Um, There's a horror movie coming out, not a sequel, but I think it has a really cool premise, and I'm kind of excited for it. Ma.
Yo,
That looks interesting.
Yeah, the main lady in that.
It's pretty much these
pretty good.
kids try to pay this lady to buy them booze, and she's
Yeah.
like, "You guys can party at my house."
Like she's like the cool lady. She's like,
Oh.
She's
you
the
know
cool
what?
lady in the
Take
block.
those brewskis to my place.
and then all of a sudden these
she gets
kids
obsessive.
are like getting roofied and waking up the next day, and Ma
like shit's going down.
and Ma may have sexually molested a few of them,
Oh.
May or may have.
and then the one dad is like, why are you like, he had an encounter with Ma, I guess, when he
Yeah.
was younger, and he's like, why are you around my kid? And she goes, you know why? Like she's been like preying on high school kids. It's
Wow.
really creepy.
You know what? You know
so
what?
the
It'd
moral
be
story is they asked the
immediately-
right lady.
Yeah.
Like, get them out.
You know what would immediately make it not creepy? If she was smoking hot.
Oh, she's definitely not hot at all.
Then you're like, well, I don't blame you.
Another sequel coming out this year, part 2, I guess you could say, would be Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Yeah, that's a sequel. It looks
I
good.
want to see that movie.
I'm just trying to look through here.
Has Mysterio in it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of psyched for some new villain blood.
I'm actually really excited for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Did you see the
Yeah, I'm
trailer
excited
for
for that too.
Dora and the Lost City of Gold?
Is that the
I
live
actually
action
did
Dora?
see the trailer
kinda
for
did.
that.
It
And
does
that,
not look bad at all.
Really?
It actually doesn't.
No.
Eva Longoria's in it.
Scary
Oh,
story.
wow.
Scary
She's been
story.
for a while.
Scary stories of Telling Dark. I'm pretty excited for that one.
I want to see Detective Pikachu. I think that looks pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That does. Do you think they're gonna keep doing? I guess they're gonna obviously do more.
I guess if
Pokemon,
it's
right?
successful, yeah. Why not?
Angry Birds 2.
I didn't
That
know
was
there
the
was an
first-
Angry Birds 1.
First one was pretty good.
It Chapter 2. So I don't know if that's a sequel or just a continuation.
It's the
Yeah, it's a
second one.
sequel.
Oh,
It's a
did you?
sequel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the
It's a sequel. Joker. I'm not really excited for Joker.
I'm not, that's one that I didn't ask for.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to see if there's any other sequels come out this year that we can get excited from. 3 from Hell, which is not a sequel, but it's the third movie in the trilogy. So it goes House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, and then 3 from Hell.
oh, okay. I never watched them 2 movies. I don't like Rob Zombie's movies though. I didn't
I like
the
those.
Halloween.
I like those. Frozen 2. There's a sequel coming
Oh,
out.
I never seen,
Ugh.
never seen
Get
it.
ready for a knowing song.
Dang.
Untitled Jumanji movie, Welcome to the Jungle sequel. So there's a sequel there.
Starring Axl Rose.
Yeah.
Star Wars: Rise of the Skywalker. Not really a sequel, but
Yeah. Number 9.
Bad Boys for Life. That would be the Bad Boys 2. Birds of Prey movie.
Birds
Okay.
of Prey is in back
Is it
row
like
and-
like the birds? Like
I'm into 2020 now, so some of these are way out there. But King Kong vs. Godzilla,
That might be
another
good.
Kingsman, a Mulan movie, Bond 25. It's just called.
Is that the 25th Bond movie? Is there 25 of them?
You all right?
Run in.
You hurt? What'd you do?
My hip
Hey, you're walking
locked
funny.
up or popped out.
Uh-oh.
Guess who's watching Pornhub tonight?
Whoa.
That guy who was jerking off in his car.
Oh yeah, Heidi was driving and found and was, I guess because she has a higher car, you got to look in.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And-
Oh, she saw.
I was like, no, he's not. And then he was still, and I was like, oh, there's a dick. He's jerking off.
Oh.
Did he make eye contact
Hey
with you?
now.
No, he had like a beanie on the whole time, and he's just like.
Where was this at? Give us some context here.
Why would you
Down
tell?
61.
They're always touching.
On
it.
six-
He's like casually and like sadly.
So he's driving.
Yeah.
He was driving.
I've
Yeah.
never ever while driving.
Whoa,
played with myself.
multitasker.
Me either. I don't think I. That seems like
Like, I can
dangerous.
see
Seems like a sit in traffic. thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe if there was someone else in the car, just him.
Just
How-
driving and jerking off.
Yeah.
So
What
what?
if
Yeah,
he's like? What if
how-
he was just about to meet up with his girl he's
Yeah.
seen in a long
You
time? So
have
like,
to be-
I'm.
You have to be another level
A
of
sexual-
horny
a sexual
to,
deviant.
to do
Yeah.
that.
How many times have you
Like
done it?
really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I have a hot one in the chamber. I gotta knock it out. Wow.
Well, you just combine the two catchphrases, one in
Yeah.
the chamber and bang it out.
There you go.
Oh yeah, another sequel.
I know it's all.
Zombieland Double Tap.
Oh yeah.
I think maybe a little too late.
Yeah,
I mean,
Um,
it's been about what 10 years?
yeah.
I think it would hold. I think people would hold out for it.
Yeah.
I think it'd be okay.
So the only thing I can do to justify that guy is that he was gonna go to a chick's house. He really liked her. He really wanted to give it his all, and
He's
he
like,
needed,
I'm halfway there.
he needed to get the first one out.
Oh, okay, because he wanted to impress her and last a long time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would have pulled over though.
But how was
Yeah,
it?
like, why would you do it?
I would have. I would have
Yeah.
had
Hey, what if
tinted
he just had a bad
windows.
itch?
Yeah.
What was he packing?
Yeah. Well, how
Yeah, well, I could see it.
well, was it nice? Give us some info. Like how it's done.
All right, let us
Like,
know. How,
It was pretty big.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably
Like, it
why.
wasn't just like, he
What?
was like,
White dude, black dude.
he was a white guy, from what I could see, but he did have a full beat. He was like, beanie down low. He didn't want anybody to see him. He's like,
Here's the real question.
like, could it steer the wheel?
Yeah.
Here's the
oh,
real
it
question.
was pretty big. It was, I mean,
Wow.
for you.
No
Maybe
wonder.
that's why.
You know what?
He's proud.
If I had a big enough Johnson, I could hit the horn with it.
Yeah.
I'd drive around
Maybe
with it
not the
out.
horn, but definitely the steering wheel. I think that's what, because he was
Wow.
laying back. He was like,
Now
back.
here's the real question: was he from Frackville or Pottsville?
It
Or
would-
I don't know,
Tamaqua?
but
Where was
I
this
saw
at?
Past Pottsville, like 61
Go north.
Schuylkill Haven.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay,
Alright.
in that territory.
Yeah,
alright.
like Persona Schuylkill Haven.
So if anyone sees some big dick guy,
Oh, see some guy driving around with a big old hog.
good for
It was
him.
Gleason.
Good
Good
for
for
Good for
him.
him.
Yeah. Maybe did you pull over and that's why your hips
If
are
you're
aligned?
watching this, sir,
Maybe.
What if he was like, hey you,
I was,
look at
he
this.
was just kept pat, and I was like, what is this guy doing? Like, he wasn't passing, like, he was just like driving casually.
Maybe he was
no
like
big
trying to
deal.
get you to see it.
But he wasn't looking at me because I was looking. I was like,
oh yeah, guys would definitely be like,
I was like,
okay.
what is he? I was like, there's no way. And I was like, maybe it's just like, you know, sometimes you mess with your phone. And I was like, and then
This
I
is the
got
second-
to like a part
you know
where I was
what
like,
I
and I
think?
like
This is the
sat
second-
up
this is-
higher in my seat, and I was like,
This
yeah,
is- This is compelling.
yeah.
And moves in a squad, the best of you.
The-
You
the-
know what? I would
Yeah.
definitely be
Let's
like,
let's
let's see how many people actually look down, and he has like an indicator, like if somebody drives like
Bingo.
really fast by.
You're gonna be on. You're gonna be
afterwards.
on that website I check out all the time. There's a website I go on. I don't want to plug it because there's children, but there's a website that has like all like adult clips, but it's like bloopers and funny.
Oh yeah, my
And-
friend used to the mark that I said to the two guys, and he used to watch that all the time. the
Yeah,
bloopers.
and there's a guy who made a whole compilation on this website, and he purposely performs, we'll say, oral on a dildo, and he sticks it to the wall of his hotel room and doesn't put the do not disturb, so he'll be there like blowing it, and then the raid walks in and like, oh my god, and he
Well,
like,
and that's what
or-
I thought.
or
I
he
thought he
purposely-
was trying to get someone to look at because he wasn't like passing me out,
or he'll
but he
purposely
was
stay in
just
the
like, but he wasn't.
he'll stay in the
didn't look
hotel room
nothing.
and do
Yeah.
and jerk
No eye
off,
contact.
and
it
then
was
waits
clearly,
for
obviously,
room
like,
service to come
looking,
Oh
in.
my
like, multiple
God.
Like he
times,
wants
like,
to
what
be
the fuck?
caught.
Yeah.
Like that's his,
And then-
he gets off on being caught. Yeah, that's probably what this guy was doing.
But he wasn't looking.
He didn't
I
have to-
made
He
multiple
had a
attempts.
camera.
we gotta get this
Oh,
guy.
well,
That's
well,
an
then they saw me awkwardly trying to look at it. the
That's-
whole
You're
time.
you're gonna be on the internet.
that's an interview for you.
Yeah.
Bring him
Driving,
down.
driving
bring him
masturbating
down.
guy.
If you're the guy who my wife's seen jerking off,
yeah.
If
In
you're
this-
watching this right now,
around the Cressona Mall,
yeah.
and you have a big
The
piece.
exhibitionist.
I mean, it looked
Rated
big. I don't know.
NC-17.
Maybe
It looked
or not
impressive.
It looked
you know?
impressive. So you got
we want to interview you.
You can
Yeah.
see. I mean, the way you're sitting, you can see it. So
kind of hard to get. Was it nice?
This is great.
Is he
it
married?
wasn't that nice. It wasn't that nice.
not a nice car.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
it
how
was
was the car?
running.
It was running.
It was running.
Oh, okay,
impressed.
It's so,
So-
big you could
it-
beat
At
up
least he
ugly
wasn't like
chicks with it.
speeding.
So if any girl's interested,
Well,
his
yeah,
car's
like,
not very nice,
passing
but
me
his
out, but I- well, he
penis
was
is
speeding
not.
because I was
What
speeding.
color car?
It was like tan or gold.
Ooh,
Ooh, tan.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
We know.
tannish.
All right, we know.
We're gonna find this guy. We find.
That's all I got. I
Defa-
can tell you I saw his penis, but I don't know what kind of car it is.
We're gonna call him the Phantom
Hey,
Stroker.
that's a lot of good details. I
Phantom
mean, if you ask
Stroker.
any other man to get details, you won't get that
So
much.
white guy beanie, tan car, not the greatest, but it's not terrible either.
It was running.
All right, APB out.
We're searching for
Man.
Like
Yeah.
I'm just impressed. Like
Find this
that's
guy.
multitasking.
That is.
That is multitasking to the
And,
thing.
and women say guys can't multitask.
Now, what if it was a stick shift car?
They can only multitask if.
Just be like,
Whoa.
Wrong stick.
That guy, he did.
That
We
guy.
got an interview.
What if he was like doing that and he like got it mixed up and he's like, like,
Oh,
oh, I'm getting mixed up here, like you know, like how you feel. So
the stick shift is all slippery.
Yeah.
no!
because he was probably,
my
probably was really excited. Yeah.
Well, and then I had like a moment of like panic, like I was so intrigued. I was like,
You
is
should've
he really
Yeah.
jerking off right now? But then I was like, I was afraid to look
I
in
would've
case he
beeped.
was trying to make contact. And then I was like, what if he's like you know in jail they like
He's a
slap him
pervert,
through
yeah.
the cup. I was like, I don't
Oh
know.
my
Like I was
like
nervous.
Bob,
I was like,
my-
what is
now, now the only
Freaking
problem,
split out.
the only
Sons of
problem
the
with this, the only problem with this is if he's going to completion while he's driving. That's obviously the worst part of it is like.
what do you do?
Yeah. I'm sure he probably
What
had
are you
a
doing?
tissue or something.
Yeah,
you know?
like that's the.
I should have
I
prepared.
hope he's
Right at the
prepared.
first time
We
did.
need to interview him.
Yeah.
We need to
I
find
mean,
out
I
some
something.
of
hope
the
he was
questions.
prepared.
Maybe,
Let's see
maybe
if
he
it's
was
gonna come
listening
in
to like a
This is the second
adult
time.
podcast.
This is the second time
Did she
that
see so much of
Heidi has seen someone get hand stimulated.
really.
How about Dunkin' Donuts when you work
His-
the drive-through?
Exhibition mode.
Oh my god.
I don't
What Dunkin'
remember that. No, I
Donuts?
remember seeing the guy's balls.
No, when the lady was jerking her dude off.
Oh, and then she got out and wiped it in the grass. They were out in the parking lot, and then she full on got
That's
out of
like
the car and went
single
over and just
count,
wiped her
yeah.
hands in the grass.
There's
Yeah,
no
she-
rags. There's nothing.
She gave a dude a handy in the Dunkin' parking lot and then got out and rubbed it in the grass.
Which Dunkin'?
St.
St.
Clair.
Clair.
Okay, good. It's not the one pod.
She wasn't a worker. She wasn't.
You're gonna love the reaction if you watch this, like that portion. Me saying, like her saying that, you're gonna see me go like,
Wow.
it's gonna be
I wanted to
priceless.
post it on Facebook, but I don't know.
I would say
You should've
watch it
went live.
at like a minute and 48 and like 30 seconds.
I should have like recorded it. Like,
All right. Well,
I see.
An hour 48.
If we have children watching still, I'm sorry for
I
the
know.
whole.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
so hard.
We got
so,
so sidetracked.
so sorry for that last 13 minutes.
Things that were not cool in high school.
I told a couple people of volleyball, but they weren't as excited as you guys. So.
And if anyone does know that guy, you happen to be that guy, please tell us.
Yeah, please
We can blur him out.
Yeah, I'll work
I
on
wanna
a way to
ask
blur
him
him out.
Well, like give him a different voice.
Yeah. I was the one jerking off.
Sorry your wife's seen my
It's that
huge hog.
blurry, like yeah. I'm very proud of it.
Oh my god.
Well, that'll do it.
That's a topic.
That'll do it for things that
guys.
weren't cool in high school.
Yeah.
We'll
Thanks,
wrap-
Heidi.
Yeah.
The
Wipe a
exhibition is
podcast.
two.
Where to wipe. So,
Now, eat a cookie.
what do you got to plug, Ben?
We're gonna be doing Bangin' Beers episodes. There's gonna be 3 in a row, and we're gonna die.
Not consecutively.
I have to work Monday.
Friday, Bangin'
Shift
Beers
trade
with bitches. We're gonna have a good lineup for you ladies. The second one,
They made their lineup. They made this show. It's called that.
Don't,
Yeah.
don't mess that
the,
time
the
up.
second thing we're doing is
Beer with-
we're doing the Schuylkill County Brew Fest.
Listen,
so,
saying calling girls bitches is like they're only allowed to say it.
Do you think?
okay,
So,
well, I'm just
it's still banging beers for us.
Yeah.
If they want to call it that, then they can.
Bangin' Beers for bleepers.
Will you mess it up and,
There you go.
and say banging bitches with beer? Because it's like that's
Wow.
all of them
That's a whole different
all
show.
of them are married, including me. So I don't
I'm
want,
just saying, say that. I'm not saying you do it.
including me. So we won't be banging any beers with bitches or banging bitches with beers or any of that.
Then Schuylkill County Brew Fest, and then we are doing a
Oh,
Bangin'
fun.
Beers with Bad Maggie.
Yeah.
Then too. So we're either gonna
We're-
die or gonna be really.
So we're
drunk.
gonna try. So here's the plan. We're gonna try to leave Brewfest, take my dad and uncle home, jump in another car, and then try to get up to Reading to see the show.
Oh, okay. The rest of the
Keyword
show.
try.
What about the Isn't there a concert night too?
Yeah, but we're gonna go. So,
Okay. Oh, Strikers. Or something?
yeah, I don't know, but I want to go see. I want to see you. I want to see you.
Oh, okay. If you
get
can
your
make it,
title.
if you can, because
Yeah.
you know.
After the Brewfest, I think there's a lot of concerts. I think there's one happening
What
at
time is your
Hucklebuck.
There's like an after party. The show starts at
Yeah,
7.
yeah.
We finish at not 5:30. Like it's over at 5:30, so we can definitely make it work. It'll be
Okay,
tight,
yeah.
I mean, the rest of the show doesn't start till
Yeah.
7, and you could let's say you missed the first one.
Yeah.
You know. But not if you're, excuse me, drunk.
Yeah.
So
Try it.
coming back.
You what do you got to plug?
You know, I'm going to East Coast Comic Con. I haven't talked about that at all. So that's
Yeah.
Friday. This Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Secaucus, New Jersey, at the Meadowlands somewhere there. So
Look at you
I'm going to meet
Bringing
George
cock back
Perez.
into the episode.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get some books signed and take some pictures of cosplay. I'm not dressed up myself because I just don't feel like it this time.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be going, but
That's
I have
all
a
right.
guy.
Do you have a guy
I have a guy.
for what? To buy books? Or
Well,
some
to
books?
get books autographed. So if you
Oh,
see a
okay.
guy that has 2 Fantastic Four number 48s
Mhm.
getting signed by Joe Sinnott,
He's
and then
there.
another
And he's
guy
hard to
that's
get.
getting a new Teen Titans number 2 signed by George Perez,
And Mark
They
Wolfman is
may or-
also there.
they may or may not be mine.
Oh wow! How about
So jump that guy and steal his
yeah,
books.
it's the book.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Anything else you want to plug? Unless you want to wait till tomorrow.
You'll wait tomorrow. We'll keep the rest of the wrestling
Yeah.
considering that.
Fair enough.
Well,
Jerry
yeah.
Minnesota.
Thanks for coming and hang out with us again.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Just some. You want that one?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Just-
Is there
just-
I'll take the
anything
rest of
else
the
on
line.
Oh, go ahead.
So I'll take the rest of the line. Oh my
I
God.
don't want that. I have more at home, so drink it all.
All right,
Yeah.
screw it. We're gonna prove it.
Woo-hoo.
I was gonna say he's gonna put them together.
What?
It tastes like bacon for some reason.
Oh.
Oh,
We actually did that with all the Infinity Hot beers.
Yeah.
We put all 7 in one glass.
and we called it Snap.
It was a snap. We
No.
called it. It was actually really
Was
good. Yeah. All those
Even
beers.
with like 3 stouts in it, it was actually pretty good.
yeah, it was.
So did you get all those beers all together, or did you have to?
Yeah,
like,
handed
actually
them all
find
together.
Okay, they all
we
came
hit-
together.
I had them
okay.
all up. I
They were
made
really,
sure.
they were really good. All right, so what do you got to plug? You got your
Yeah,
Soul Festival.
yeah. It's something for the soul show. May 25th at Strikers, 8 to 12. I'm doing comedy, and there's a few other people. Katie Rosardi is singing. Laura Perez is singing. There's gonna be some poets. It's gonna be good. DJ Guardian is like presenting it, I guess.
Cool.
So,
Cool.
and I think I'm doing another show. I'm doing a comedy show, I think, in Scranton sometime soon coming up, but I'll
Sounds
get a
good.
date.
Scranton. Whoa.
So you had something.
How many minutes are you doing at the show? 5?
15,
10?
20.
Oh,
Something
wow.
like that.
Oh, you got a long set.
That's a lot.
Yeah, she
I
does
don't,
good.
yeah.
You have to see her.
That's
She does a good
cool.
job.
An
You know what?
LP,
If you would ask me like a year
alum
ago, I would have been like, oh my god, but now I'm like
2 minutes.
Yeah.
An EP. Extended.
casserole? Get the other side. And that's my time.
Oh,
See you later.
She goes out, she's like,
Yeah.
Dice. So it's fucking this girl to get it there. Oh!
It's
I
like
play
you,
food.
you tell the chicken cross the road joke. You'd be like, okay, 14 minutes. You got to pee. You got to order drinks and go for the next guy. Or girl, whatever.
So the only thing, you got anything else?
No.
So all I got is tune in tomorrow for Tornado Tech Podcast. I'm gonna, as soon as we wrap here, I'm gonna start working on my edits, which are pretty much done. All I gotta do is quick render them. The box will be out with Courtney Smith. Hopefully that'll be out tonight for
Okay.
you guys tomorrow, and then the interview will be out Friday. If you are a member of the IWEP family page on Facebook, it is a private group. You have to accept to be joined. I don't make you answer any questions or
Some
anything.
guy, I don't feel that I leave it up to you. Let some guy requested, and I was like, I'll let you add him.
Yeah,
Because I don't know who it was.
anyone can request anybody, but yeah, there is a guy that can that did request, or only one, but we're almost 500 people on that
Wow,
page.
holy
Yeah, so we're doing
shit.
really well. Yeah, if you haven't, check us out on Facebook, Things That Weren't Cool in High School, or check out Interviews with Everyday People,
Mhm.
or all those other cool shows we do. But yeah, so that we have we have the interview coming out this Friday, and then we'll be back again live on we'll be live Thursday, we'll be
Oh my
live
God.
Friday.
Holy
I don't
shit.
think we'll be live Saturday during
May or
Brewfest.
may not be. We're
Depending
doing
on-
may or may
how it
not be a
goes.
whole lot.
Yeah, we will be doing live interviews on Facebook Live that my dad will be doing,
Oh.
and then
That's gonna be fun.
we'll be live again on YouTube here on Saturday. But the Brewfest footage might take a couple days to edit and get taken care of.
Yeah.
Give it a little bit of time. We're
Come
gonna
on,
do a
yeah.
little bit of quality control on that.
Yeah.
Little Tony.
Yeah. So
It's
You
gonna
know,
be fun.
Especially if some drunks go up and start. Blah, blah, blah.
I accept it.
Racial slurs, racial slurs.
If they say
Oh, you
racial
accept
slurs,
it until it's too much, and you're like, how do I get rid
They
of
come up
this?
and it's Xbox 360 online. That
Yeah.
comes out.
Yeah. But besides that, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time for Things That Weren't Cool in High School. That we're signing out.
Bye.
Hello to my